how these two teams got here. Both of them played in different leagues. Both of them did play in the playoffs this year. And both of them advanced to this tournament through that process. Jeremy, how did these two teams get here?
Well, both teams, like you mentioned, Dave, were second in their respective divisions in the UPSL and the USL2, but both teams did do well in the postseason. United PDX won their first round in the playoff in a close match with a goal by Connor Evans. They won a close one, 1-0, and then they went on to have a really exciting semifinal match. Ended up losing an extended time, I think, in a 5-4 battle against a team from the Bay Area, Project 510. So they're excited, I think, to get a trophy after their nice postseason. I think it'd be exciting.
Yes, for sure.
And then the Cascadia United also had a really excellent season. They went 5-2-3. They also went into the playoffs. Unfortunately, they did lose to St. John's, that ultimately was the Oregon Conference champions. And they also had some really excellent battles I was able to witness earlier in the season. I got to go see the PDX game. They beat them. And I also witnessed the Cascadia United play Rose City Deportivo, which was their league champion. So through a solid regular season and some a good postseason showing, both teams were good candidates for tonight's championship game.
We covered a lot of the United PDX USL2 games. I remember there was one point in the season they were under 500 a little bit, and then they ran off and they beat the top 3 teams in the league in a matter of 10 days to get themselves up towards the top of that league. Cascadia, on the other hand, they finished second in their league and made it to their tournament and lost. One of the teams in their league is St. John's, and St. John's won this tournament 2 years ago in 2022. So these two teams should be well matched. One other thing, Jeremy, these teams have a lot of players tonight who did not play for them during the regular season. The reason for that is these are mostly college players.
Yes.
I think United PDX team told me about 50% of the players tonight are players they've picked up because the college players left to go back to play for their college teams. And I believe Cascadia told me that about 70% of their players have played all season long. So both teams will be working in some new players. Cascadia has not played since the end of June.
Wow. Yeah, Cascadia has some really excellent quality players to watch out for tonight for the United PDX side. I think a couple players I'd like to highlight.
Well, let's do that.
Can we talk about that? Or
we'll do that. Let's talk with Eric for a minute.
Okay, sounds
Of course,
good.
Eric is the head coach of the United PDX USL2 women's team, very successful women's team this year. You also assisted with the men's team, so you're very familiar with the team. Tell us a little bit about the team and who we can look for tonight.
Yeah, I think this is a young team, like you kind of mentioned. Like a lot of these players did not play during the main squad during the summer, but again, they're good players. There's players, good mixture of Division 1, Division 2, Division 3 players, and then AIA as well. I've seen some of these kids grow up, and I've watched them in their youth, their journey through the youth, leagues and all that. So they can play. Like I said, now it's a matter of, hey, they're coming together at this point in time to play a game against a team that's been playing, like you said, over 70% of the squad has played together. Yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see how they do today. But, you got some veterans like Mario Zandro, who played at Division 1 at UP. Very experienced young man, mature. He's played at a very high level. And I expect him to be kind of the captain and leader out there. Brady McClellan, he's a veteran as well, 2 years playing with the USL 2 squad.
He's number 17, and of course, 17. Your son.
Yes, my son. I forgot to mention that, but he comes with a little bit of presence himself in the back, and looking for him to man the back line as well. Tyson Wynn, who's at Utah Tech. Another young man who's just very poised on the ball, and he's very technical, organizing in the midfield, and Ollie Stone as well. They both are at Utah Tech, so they have some familiarity with each other. So I expect it to be a very balanced team. Now it's a matter of can they put it all together in a game format.
All right, I know that Coach Joe Lucasio is going to start Ben McDonald in goal, but I believe he's only going to play the first half. They've had a kind of a process at times of switching goalies at halftime. What can you tell us about the goalie situation?
Yeah, Ben is more the junior of the two. Davis is the veteran. He had more experience. He played in probably about 4 or 5 of the USL 2 main team games during the summer. But Ben is, he's a big young fella in the goal, which is intimidating in itself. I'm looking for him to step up and show that he belongs. And this is a great opportunity for him. It's not, with all these kids who are players, young men who haven't had an opportunity during the summer in the USL 2, this is their time to shine and show coaches, hey, they deserve some time when it comes back next year.
Ben, of course, has been playing at Cal Poly Humboldt, and he's had experience in the goal, so he'll be ready tonight. Davis King has been at the Academy of Art D2 team.
Yep, yeah, so Davis, he's been down there, and Davis, like I said, he's got some experience on him, so looking for him if he comes in the second half to kind of finish the game out, and hopefully United PDX. I'm kind of biased in that sense, but again, I want to see a good soccer game today, and if they can get up a goal or so, and then bring in Davis, and he can kind of ride it out and secure the win. But I think this team, the Cascadia, I mean, they're not going to be a pushover. I played in the league like this, a men's league locally, and these all they're men, right? Most of them, they've been out and they've played at a high level, and now they're coming back and they're still wanting to compete. So it's not going to be a pushover.
Who should we watch for up front for United PDX?
Well, I think you got Luick. He was on the main squad, and he's outside attacking wing player. You got Dylan Lamonto.
By the way, he's from Gonzaga.
Yep. So he's a good one to look at. You got Dylan. Sorry, not Dylan. I'm thinking Dylan is his brother. But you got Landon Acevedo. He's a left back, but he actually gets up the wing and can help out in the attack. So there's a couple of players like that. And Gabriel Rincon, he's more of an offensive midfielder who can get up in an attack and help with the up front.
If you're wondering about Eric's evaluation of players, Eric's an All-American college player, played all over the world, played in the MSL, got an eye for talent. So I'm relying on what you're saying.
Yeah. So we'll see if I'm accurate or not. So you can call me out on it at the end of the game.
I don't think we'll have to do that. Jeremy, tell us a little bit about the players for Cascadia.
Yeah, Cascadia has a lot of technical skill and talent as well on the ball. I think a couple of the guys I think would be important to highlight for United to keep an eye on. In the midfield is Yahir Ocampo Navarro. He's one of their leading goal scorers for Cascadia. He's played in Western Oregon. He's number 9 in the center. And then up top they'll have Saucedo and Cam Bain, 2 6-footers. Both guys bring a lot of speed and will be big targets up top, I think, for Navarro to hit or play off of. And then also Ayub Ahmed brings a lot of speed on the wing. He's number 13, 2-time national champion. And I just think the combination of speed and height in the front is going to make for good goal scoring for Cascadia if they can put it together. I think if they're connecting well today, it's going to be a very even match.
Yeah.
I know United brings a lot of talent here, and coming off that postseason, I think they're both going to be gunning for the trophy behind me.
Cascadia is going to play Noe Rodriguez in goal. Do you know much about him?
I don't know much about him. I think he's been their goalkeeper most of the season. And I think, I think they have a pretty good goal differential. They've scored about, I think, let's see. Let me just double check my notes here.
While you're doing that, they finished 5-2-3 in their conference. And I mentioned, though, St. John's plays in that, St. John's FC, who won this tournament a couple of years ago. So they have quality teams in that conference.
Yeah, I think both teams are capable of scoring multiple goals.
Yep.
So it should be an exciting match tonight.
We talked with head coach Oscar Toro beforehand.
Yes.
Oscar's been with this team. I think this team has been in existence for 3 years. Before that, I think he coached at Westview High School. So he's had some coaching experience himself. He said he was looking forward to playing tonight. They want to see how they fare against USL 2 teams. So this is their chance. Our referees have just shown up. We're going to get to the game shortly. Eric, any thoughts about how this game might go tonight?
Well, you kind of mentioned it, right? This could be an open format, right? It's like open play, and it could be a wide open where it's like lots of goals, or it could be very conservative. Hey, filling it out. Let's let the game come to us. But maybe at halftime we'll come back. We'll have a different evaluation how it goes. But I'm looking forward to a very exciting game.
This is the 6th year of this tournament. I've done all 6, and I can tell you in the past, the games have been low scoring. Teams trying to protect what they have because they all want their name on that trophy right there.
That's the ultimate goal, right?
Don't you think that's pretty good incentive?
Yes.
Indeed. Lock it down in the back.
Eric, let's see. All right, referees are out at center field. I know we're going to do the player introduction. We're heading for that right now. We're going to send it upstairs, and we'll have the introduction of players. After we have that, we'll have the start of the first half, and we'll be back at halftime. At halftime, Jeremy, we're going to have I believe we're going to have a special guest. One of the futsal teams from Portland went down and played in the national tournament in Las Vegas and finished second.
Wow.
We'll talk about that a little bit. So we'll head upstairs and we'll get ready for the start of the first half.
Thanks, Dave.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Dave. I'm Jack MacArthur, your play-by-play announcer, alongside my co-commentator, Ben Efren. How you doing, Ben? You ready for this game?
Yeah, great atmosphere here tonight.
Yeah, definitely two really experienced teams. Cascadia probably going to go with the 4-3-3 formation, as we were speaking to the coaches before. And United PDX, on the other hand, probably going with the 4-3 as well.
Yeah, the two teams that really haven't seen much of each other, so it's going to be a little bit of a feeling out period and see where they think they can cause a little harm and hopefully bring home some hardware.
Yeah, definitely. So the head coach for United PDX is Joe Lacasiano, in his second year. And for Cascadia, their head coach is Oscar Toro with Christian Lopez as an assistant. I spoke to Christian Lopez pregame, and he told me, he gave me some keys to the game. One of them is he just wants to work on their build-up play. They want to take more shots. They have to focus more on the attacking third and just do a better job of finishing. So I think that if Cascadia can do that, then they'll be able to get a win today.
Rosters for both teams, starting with home team United PDX. Number 1, Davis King. Number 99, Ben McDonald. Number 17, Josh Hamlet. Number 15, Griffin Scott. Number 28, Dom Horweiler. Number 5, Landon Azevedo. Number 4, Carson Salmons. Number 44.
Pretty shortly, we've got the national anthem coming up here. But, Ben, what do you expect to see from United PDX?
Well, they're definitely the club that's been in existence a lot longer, more veterans, college experience players, but they're going to have to find their way into the game like any team.
Yeah, that's right. Matt Broadhead, we spoke to him before. He is the sporting director of United PDX, former coach and a former professional player. And Matt told us a lot of different things pregame. One of the things he told us is that they're just going to take it 10 minutes at a time. It's going to be they're just going to adjust to this game. Obviously, they've never played against Cascadia ever. This is going to be a completely new atmosphere for them. And he told me that they're just going to be twisting and turning throughout this game, and they're just going to adjust as the game goes on.
Just got to roll with the punches and,
visiting team, Cascadia United.
Feel out the opponent.
Yeah, that's a big part of soccer. You just have to feel out your opponent. United PDX, a lot of different talented players. Davis King, the returning player, D2 from the Academy of the Arts. Ben McDonald, we were told he's going to be the first half goalie. Davis King in the second half, so they're going to switch up. Interesting technique there. And then you got, for Cascadia, their starting keeper is going to be Noah Rodriguez. And I've seen a lot of United PDX, haven't seen a lot of Cascadia. They're a newer team, as we mentioned. It's just they just had their third season. They've only existed for a few years.
Yeah, it's a great story. I mean, born out of the City League in Hillsborough. And growing a lot of momentum and a lot of good players, attracting their own college players. And, let's talk about the Premier League. The Premier League, the UPSL, the biggest league in North America. It's grown from 400 to 400 teams, biggest pro development team, and expanded all the way into into Canada and Mexico. So moving up in the world, and who knows, I like this intra-league kind of play. It's like a Lamar Hunt U.S. Open. I mean, for Oregon. And so here it's a prestigious trophy they're trying to bring home.
Yeah, it's the 6th edition of the Oregon Open Cup. It started in 2019. The most recent winner is Nari United, who actually, interestingly enough, beat United PDX last year 3-2. So that's another interesting fact is that, United PDX, they've been here before. They're definitely used to this big stage.
Well, and like you just said, they got a bad taste in their mouth.
That's right.
So losing it last year, you got a few of the guys. It's really for club. You know, you see a soccer player that scores a goal and grabs the emblem on his shirt, and so they're trying to bring it home for the brand.
Right. National anthem here. We're going to take a break. All right, our national anthem is done, and we're back here at the beautiful Oregon Episcopal School for the 6th annual edition of the Oregon Open Cup. I am your commentator, Jack MacArthur, alongside my co-host, co-commentator, Ben Efren, and we were just talking about Cascadia. Let's talk about them a little bit more. So they were founded in 2022, and their main mission is to unite local soccer community through a shared passion and ambition to elevate the level of competitive adult soccer in the state. And a lot of their players, all of their players, are from Oregon, and they're all homegrown. That's a huge, huge thing.
It's kind of a feel-good story, really. I mean, new kid on the block, but what they're doing and the culture they're creating has attracted a lot of talent. So they are absolutely going to be competitive. And a lot of people were afraid to play United, honestly. United is a juggernaut. So here we go. I'm looking forward to this one.
Yeah, me as well. And for the other side, for United PDX, their main mission statement is to develop the young people in their community to reach their full potential as players and people. And their youth programs serve over 3,000 players every year. So they obviously have a super deep-rooted system, and they've been around for a while now.
It's really a beautiful sentiment. It's great to see it at every level. I mean, whether, a few of these guys go on to play professional and cash a big check,
right,
or it's just an important part of fitness and lifestyle and paying it on and the culture of soccer, and it's beautiful to watch for the neutral. What a great atmosphere. And the fans are filing in.
That's right. We got lots of fans here at Oregon Episcopal School. Beautiful location. I think it's high 70s, I want to say. It's a beautiful day out. And just to mention, on the right side, it's going to be Cascadia sporting the dark blue jerseys with white lettering. And on the left side, you got United PDX with the white jerseys. And I really like that dark blue.
It's pretty snazzy look and easy to tell the two apart, that's for sure.
Yep, so Cascadia is going to start it off here as we're just about to get underway for the 6th annual Oregon Open Cup here at the Oregon Episcopal School. As I mentioned previously, United PDX sporting the 4-3-3 formation, pretty central formation, a little bit more defensive with 4 in the back there. And for Cascadia, they're going to go with the same formation, but they might, same formation, 4-3-3, but they might change it to a 3-5-2. Can you just talk a little bit more, Ben, about Cascadia and what their owners and coaches told us?
Well, what I'm looking at really right now is the 3 in the back.
Right.
And they're going to crowd the midfield with 5 and play that, quick passing, possession style, just kind of jabbing and probing, looking for an opening and trying to strike quickly. It's not a counter-attacking style, a little bit more of a central possessive style. And living a little bit dangerously in the back to get going here.
Yeah, that's right. Here we are as Cascadia with possession in the trying to enter the attacking third now. United PDX overtakes possession in the corner there, out of bounds. It's going to be a throw for Cascadia to start it off here. as we don't have an extra ball, so obviously waiting. But sun's coming out, you know, beautiful atmosphere, and the fans are filing in, as you mentioned. And that's going to be out of bounds for another throw for Cascadia. That was Jose Robles with the throw, a defender. As we're just starting things off here for the 6th annual edition of the Oregon Open Cup. Looks like Robles again is going to go for the throw. Plays it central, and United PDX takes it away. They're over the attack now.
Yeah, here goes the counter.
Tried to cross it, but it's easily intercepted by Cascadia. As you mentioned, those 4 in the back are really working hard there. It seems like they're pushed up a lot right now.
Yeah, Ollie Stone wants that one back. Had some opportunities, some numbers forward.
And it's going to be a deep clearance from the goalkeeper, Noah Rodriguez. Out of bounds. The referee signals a throw for United PDX. So these teams really just feeling each other out right now. It's usually what happens at the beginning of a soccer game. And as we mentioned, you know, Matt Broadhead, the general manager of United PDX, he told them just going to take it one play at a time in 10-minute chunks. You know, soccer is one of those long games. Deep throw-in from United PDX, a header. And Cascadia overtake possession. They're going to play it back. And the switch, Cascadia building it up now. That's Jacob McDaniel.
Yeah, and keep your eyes on Calixtro here in the middle, number 8. You know, he so deftly took that down. He's what Coach was describing as the quarterback. Definitely, and what a beautiful back.
Jose Robles in the box now. Still with it is Cascadia. A left-footed shot, and it's deflected. He wanted a foul, but it's going to be a save, first save of the day from Ben McDonald, goalie for United PDX. As we mentioned, they like to utilize multiple goalkeepers. They're going to be using Ben McDonald in the first half. The second half, you'll be seeing Davis King, who's been on United PDX for a while now. He was the starter in last year's Oregon Open Cup against Niagara United.
Oh, yeah. Both these young men are plenty capable, and there's a nice touch.
Yeah, beautiful through ball in the box now. Great deflection. Fantastic defensive effort from Javier Baez. The disruption there. And
yeah, it was
Cascadia take it over.
Locke Barr as the Frenchman just about through, and maybe one too many touches, but the spacing was right for United, and they're definitely starting to ask some questions here.
Rodriguez with a kick that caught most of the wind there. That is Cascadia United trying to alleviate the pressure as United PDX really just pressing almost all the way up, Ben.
Yeah, we'll see if this 3 in the back is going to be enough, or they're going to have to go back to the 4-3-3 that they were debating running, but the 3-5-2 where they can dictate have their way with the possession in the midfield.
That's right. Owen Clayton's going to be playing this one forward. Back to Clayton, just trying to really avoid the pressure of United PDX as they're just pushed up completely. Broadhead told me they're running a 4-3-3, but they're really just pushing up a lot. I like this aggressive style from United PDX, so far in this game.
Yeah, me too. High line of confrontation. Try to turn these guys over in the back and cause some trouble.
Chulo Duran with a deep cross there to switch on the other side of the field, and it's going to go right back, and it is almost cleared away there by United PDX. Just a cluster of bodies, and finally they clear it up near the halfway line. United PDX still with it, intercepted by Robles, plays it central. Cascadia still with the ball. Clayton now. He's going to play it central as they're just trying to build up the attack now. But seems like United PDX have dropped back a little bit. Clayton on the left side now. Finds Robles. Central, lots of communication going on here. You can hear, you can hear him. And there's a switch on the far side. Cascadia trying to play a through ball, but it was disrupted by United PDX, still with possession. And he's being pounded. Great pass back there to the keeper, Rodriguez.
Yeah, well done to relieve the pressure.
Who's going to find Clayton here. Still in his own attacking third, trying to build up the attack, but it looks like this game is mostly about possession, because right now they're just passing it back and forth and trying to dictate the flow of this game.
Yeah, just probing, waiting for that opening, and cautiously so. You know, the first 10 minutes or so here, we're only in the 6th minute. So certainly, you know, as the up-and-coming club going up again against the juggernaut of United PDX.
That's right.
You know, a cautious approach is probably pretty prudent.
All right, that's number 17, Javier Blas, with the throw on the far side, being shielded away by Marios Andrau. He's going to go on the attack now. United PDX enters the attacking third. Try to play a through ball, and it is swept by Noah Rodriguez with a phenomenal save there. Good alertness there from Rodriguez. And Cascadia United with possession now. Wanted a foul. It's not going to get it. Robles plays it central, and it's
a lot of contact.
Yeah,
there.
A lot of contact there.
I could hear it from up here. Surprised that we didn't get the whistle, but he's going to let him play.
Yeah, so far, I mean, as you mentioned, Ben, really early into this game, just 7 minutes in, the referees just want to let him play so far. As Cascadia has possession, going to switch it on this left side now to Clayton. He's going to bring it upwards. Robles on this left wing, didn't play him through. Now it's Robles on this.
Yeah,
keeps it in there.
Beautiful one-touch pass, and that's a little heavy.
Disrupted and tried to clear it out of bounds.
That's tough because that's Chulo, and Chulo's got a lot of experience, right? MLS next. You know, he's a player capable of cashing a nice check and playing at the next level.
Yeah, he's one of their best players for sure. We had heard a lot of high praise from their coaches, especially from Rodriguez. And here comes Cascadia on the attack. A shot from deep, and it's alleviated by United PDX. A sloppy play there, lost the touch of the ball, and now it's United PDX with possession. Intercepted by Cascadia on this far side. Left, let it go, and it's going to be out of bounds. A throw-in, a whistle. It looks like instead going to be a free kick for Cascadia. He called the foul that time.
Well, that's good. You don't want to let this thing get away from you, but not going to allow the quick restart.
Yep. Yep, got to have that 10 feet of distance, and here we are back again playing. And Rodriguez now switching the field, going on the right side. Still Cascadia on this attack, intercepted by United PDX. Right back to Cascadia, as they're doing a good job of dictating possession. They've really been able to keep possession. A deep ball laced into the box, a header, and it's a scramble, and it's a beautiful deflection, but the play's not done yet. A hard shot there from number 10, Andre Saucedo, and now it's outside of the box. Cascadia just outside of the 18.
Some very good sustained pressure.
Right, laces the ball inside, lays it off. A shot, and it's over the post, just over the woodwork there. Beautiful effort from number, I believe that was 18, if I'm not mistaken.
I think that was Chulo on the shot that went over the bar. Yep. But Ben McDonald really with a vital interception there and on the punch. It's just one of those cases where the cross was just a few, inches, maybe a foot too close to the keeper, because if he doesn't get there, there's trouble waiting on the far post. Yeah,
good awareness there from McDonald to poke that ball out for sure. As now the ball's entering the attacking third for United PDX. Scramble in the middle.
And you'll notice Chulu's up and down everywhere on this left wing.
Yeah, that's right. He's a winger, former T2 player.
And MLS
next, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
Here comes Clayton on the left wing, playing that left back position, trying to move the ball up. Instead, he's going to decide to switch it and go central. That is Oscar Calixto completes the switch. And they're just going to pass it back and forth. Clayton's got a lot of space here, though. Try to play it forward. It's a little bit of a missed touch. There's Robles with a header.
It's going to work out just fine.
Chulo, there he is.
Honestly, Cascadia is growing into this match.
Yeah, it's been a pretty even match so far, and Cascadia have had plenty of opportunities. Here comes Rodriguez into the box.
And the flag's up.
And, it was way off sides. It was a phenomenal effort there from Cascadia. I believe that was, I want to say it was Gerardo Contreras, the winger there, tried to get that through ball in the shooter, but it was offside, as you mentioned.
Yeah, just a little too open.
Yeah. United PDX, a little bit of sloppy play here, quickly intercepted. Here comes Cascadia into the box. He falls on the ground. No foul called. He wanted a PK. He's not going to get it. As now we're going to go on the other side of the field. United PDX with seemingly have an advantage now with player slow to get up. Hopefully he's all right. That is number 11. That is Gerardo Chulo Duran. Was the man down. He wanted a PK. Didn't get it.
I think kind of a half-hearted appeal.
Yeah, and this play is going to be called dead early. System referee flags the offside. And it's going to go the other way. First offside of the night, if not mistaken, for United PDX. It's going to be a free kick for Cascadia. Yeah, so far, as you mentioned, Ben, this game's been pretty level-headed. It's been pretty equal, and we've really seen a lot of aggression and determination from Cascadia.
Absolutely. I mean, I think on paper they're the underdog, just as far as experience. A bigger name club is United, but Cascadia came to play.
Yeah, seriously.
This a win here would really put their name, out there. It would be a signature win for Cascadia to come away with this cup.
Yeah, both of these teams are really hungry for sure. As we mentioned previously, United PDX lost last year, so they're looking for some vengeance as well. And now it is
just lovely play.
Cascadia on the attack, into the attacking third, plays outside of the box. That is Chulo with a shot. It's deflected, still up for grabs in the box, and instead it's going to be Ian Lama with it. Here comes Cascadia. Nice little touch there. Tried to play Chulo.
Oh, what a great tackle. Cascadia showed up with a little more fire in their belly, I would say.
Yeah, they're quick to their feet for sure. Laces the ball inside. Look for Chulo. Unable to get it. Good clearance and defensive pressure from United PDX. That was Dom Hoher-Weiler. We spoke to Broadhead about him earlier. High praise from him. He goes to Carnegie Mellon, and he's a freshman. He's a captain.
At such a prestigious university, I mean, it's quite an honor for the young man.
Right, seriously.
But these guys can't put on the United kit, expect to show up and win the championship because of the shirt they're wearing.
That's right. Got to earn it. And here comes United PDX on the attack.
Maybe they're going to settle down and show some of the class.
They're slowing it down a little bit, just trying to maintain possession currently. As, these last 6 minutes or so, we've really just seen a lot of Cascadia possession.
Well, I think Cascadia showed up with a lot of emotion.
Right.
They wanted to prove they belong here, and they came out with a vengeance, with a fury. But maybe as the game settles down, we'll just have to see if
Absolutely. As players down for United PDX, they're going to play the advantage into the box. United PDX still with possession. Still a player down. Laces the ball inside. He went for the bicycle.
Half-hearted effort at the bike, and you certainly can't expect him to stop play if your team wasn't going to stop play.
Unbelievable. Solid effort there from United PDX, and instead it's going to be a through ball. Let's see if he's on. And he's not on.
No.
That was Robles there on the receiving end of that through ball. And
just a hair late. I mean, the run was great. He just was a hair late on the through ball. But the great idea on the counter there, and those two were really the engine. You can see it.
Yeah, speaking of engine, we spoke to Broadhead before the game, and Loic Barres, number 23 winger, but he's also playing. He can also play, mid, and he's the one that attempted that bicycle kick. He's a super athletic guy.
Yeah, got to applaud the efforts. Just didn't quite fall for him, and it felt like he abandoned himself in that.
Right.
He's waving him
Play on.
Boy,
And this is Loic Barres in the box. Strong leg, true lefty, tried to cross it inside, and it's cleared by Cascadia. super dangerous play there as they dodge a huge bullet. That could have easily been a goal, but instead it wasn't the strongest of crosses, but it was none other than Loic Barres, the Gonzaga grad, first year out of college. As Broadhead said, he's a natural lefty. We saw that strong left foot there when he, got the open space and crossed it in.
Yeah, some end-to-end action now. This is proving to be a pretty entertaining match.
Yeah, it's been a super entertaining match so far. Now United PDX are just trying to hold on to the ball, and now they're building up something.
Yeah, that's Andrews. They need him to really settle things down and hold a lot of possession. The veteran from Cyprus.
Right, Andres with a ball to a teammate who tried to lace a ball inside, but it was way too strong of a cross, and instead it's going to be a goal kick for Noe Rodriguez, Cascadia's starting keeper today. As we're still scoreless in the 16th minute, still pretty early into this game. What have you seen so far, Ben?
Well, like I said, Cascadia showed up with a lot of emotion.
Right.
It seems like maybe United has absorbed that punch, and they're trying to establish a little more possession and play the game that they're looking to play.
Right.
Through this guy, the Cyprian. I think that's what you would say, somebody from Cyprus.
Yeah. The Cyprian for sure.
Yeah.
And now it's going to be a throw for United PDX. As we mentioned previously, United PDX, they're part of USL 2, while Cascadia are UPSL. That is the United Premier Soccer League.
Yeah, so many teams, so much inclusivity, so many different cultures playing this game. It's just fantastic. Unites the world.
Yep, fun to watch for sure. Here comes Cascadia trying to build something up. They're going to switch it to Clayton on this left side, number 37. And he's going to play it forward to Robles, and he couldn't contain it, out of bounds. Now it's going to be a throw for United PDX.
Yeah, a little sloppy.
Yeah, a little bit of a sloppy play there. And now it's Josh Hamlet going to switch it over on the other side. United PDX with possession, still scoreless in the 18th minute. But there's been lots of opportunities, especially from Cascadia. Robles trying to alleviate the pressure, heads it out. And there is Chulo, Gerardo Duran.
I think he stepped on the ball, hence no call. But look at the fight he's putting forward.
Triple teamed, and he retains possession.
Yeah.
And beautiful footwork here. He's going to play
Calixto
there. He's a crafty player.
Yeah, Coach described him as the quarterback. You could just see really catalyst in central midfield.
He is the co-captain for a reason. This is my first time seeing Cascadia, but from what we've seen so far, makes sense why Calistro is a co-captain. He's got great footwork. Now it's United PDX looking to build up the attack, trying to break it open, still scoreless, but there's been multiple chances, including from Loic Barres just 5 minutes ago, and before that, a couple shots from Cascadia, including a shot from Chulo that went just a couple feet over the bar earlier in this game. United PDX still with it, playing more central now, looking to go forwards, but it looks like Cascadia really keeping the pressure up. They had three in the middle there, just not really letting anything go through the middle, Ben. They're going to have to play on the wing instead to get it up, to get the ball up.
Nice little ball out of Brady McClellan, the coach's kid.
Yep. And here comes Loic Barres once again. Rips one from deep. Oh, my goodness. Almost a goal. Just wide right. I don't believe anybody touched it. They're going to call this one.
Yeah, it's a goal kick, but a lot of belief in that left foot. And you see why he didn't quite catch that one as sweetly as he'd like to. But I think that's a preview of what's to come.
Right, yeah, that was Loic Barres. Ripped one from, I want to say, 30 yards. That was from pretty far out, but he wasn't too far off. One of the most dangerous things in soccer is when that ball bounces, because it bounced and it just went just 2 feet wide right. So close effort there. And instead it's Robles here on the attacking end. Calixto plays it to Robles on this left wing. Looks central, intercepted by United PDX. Still a cluster of bodies there. Now they're going to play on the left wing to Chulo. Chulo decides to cut it back, and instead it's kicked out there by Brady McClellan. D1 player at Radford, as you mentioned. The son of Eric McClellan, who's a part of our team.
Yeah, and a fantastic player in his
Right.
own right,
That's
coach, and so lucky young man to grow up so immersed in the culture of football, and it's paying off.
That's right. Looks like Calixto. No, it looks like Robles, set to throw. Nice chest play there. And instead, it's going to be United PDX with a chance to break. A beautiful sliding challenge from number 37. That is Clayton.
Yeah, Owen Clayton just coming in and making sure that was as far as that attack was going.
Yeah.
Well-timed, clean tackle.
Yeah, he's the captain for this young Cascadia team, or just as we mentioned previously, in their 3rd season of existence. And that one's going to go out of bounds, and referee's going to call this one Cascadia ball.
Yeah, tackled it off his foot. Nice defensive play.
Robles. Right back to him. Try to play it forwards instead. Good defense from United PDX. Now United PDX looking to break here. Ollie Stone. And now it's Ollie Stone against Robles. Stone hits the deck.
Yeah, the ref's not going for that
Yeah,
today.
back to Clayton, the captain, who is just going to try to build something up out of the back end here with Noah Rodriguez. They're just passing it around now.
It's a nice little find right there.
It's a beautiful ball. Forwards tried to play Javier Blas, who's a defender. Instead, it went out of bounds. He couldn't control it. Now it is. They're going to call this one back. It was a cluster of bodies there.
Illegal throw?
Illegal throw.
Yeah, I think that's what we're getting.
Okay. So.
Or maybe he threw it from too far up because an illegal throw. No, it's a foul.
Oh, instead it's going to be a set piece.
Yeah.
So free kick here for United PDX. Thought about playing it forwards. Instead goes backwards.
Ugh.
Lots of pressure. Lots of pressure from Cascadia.
Not as comfortable or more uncomfortable than it certainly needed to be.
Yeah, we've really seen Cascadia push up a lot in this game, and despite the fact that they're running a 4-3-3 formation, Ben, it really does look like a different formation because of how many bodies they have forwards.
No, I think they've morphed it. Well, now it looks like they've got 4 on the back line, but for long stretches they've only been going with 3, and Coach did talk about putting 5 guys in the midfield.
It's an interesting game plan, but I agree with it.
I mean, you're trying to dominate possession. You're trying to let the ball do the running and knock it around and wait and probe and wait for your opening and strike quick.
Yep.
With those numbers up. And
here comes United PDX. It is Hamlet's going to play it forwards. Inside. Lofts it forwards to Gabriel Rincon. Out of bounds. He's going to keep it. Rincon. He's going to leave it off for Barres, who's going to have this deep throw in here, an interesting spot. He elects to play it back. Sends the ball inside the service. Just a little bit strong. McClellan on this right wing lofts the ball inside, and it is grabbed by Rodriguez.
Just a little too tight to the keeper. Right idea.
And here comes Chulo. Excuse me. It's definitely
Ocampo.
Yeah, Ocampo there. Ocampo's going to play it forwards. Good defensive pressure there from United PDX. They had
smothered him.
A few bodies there just clustering Ocampo. Barres tried to play it forward.
But the downside is they didn't really have any good outlets in the offensive third.
That's right. In the 24th minute now, still scoreless. Real quick, we want to give a shout out to our sponsors. First one is going to be Protagonist Soccer. Shout out to Protagonist Soccer, top tier coverage of local league soccer. Protagonist Soccer encourages you to find a local club to support. Your dollars, your voice, and your support make a difference. So thank you to Protagonist Soccer. And now it's going to be United PDX on the attack. And instead, it's still United PDX, but great pressure there from Cascadia.
Yeah, Although United's going to win this battle.
Yeah.
Here comes the Frenchman up the left
Here comes
side.
Barres there with a strong shot, deflected, but the ball's loose in the area, and it is quickly cleared out.
Some cool defending there
by Robles, and instead they're going to call foul.
Yeah, nice piece of possession there. That was our guy Chulo coming back and putting out the fire.
Yep, looks like Rodriguez just getting some water there. I don't blame him. And it's going to be Cascadia with a set piece here. Elects to play it on the left side to Lopez. Lopez on the attack now. Finds Chulo. Chulo with some speed. Runs into a defender. Looks like he might be injured holding that left knee. Hopefully he's all right.
Yeah, he's getting back up. He's trying to do a little too much. You can see the skill set.
Right.
But he's, it's the second or third time he's tried to take on more than one player, and maybe he needs to just be a little bit more patient, wait for that passing lane to open up, and see if he can't find a better option.
Yep. And now it's United PDX on the attack. On the right wing is Lamonto. Played it central, and again, Cascadia gets it back. They've really done a good job of containing United PDX, and it's been a pretty level match so far, Ben.
Yeah, I'm impressed with Cascadia's tenacity here. We'll see if either one of these teams can muster up the final product.
Yeah, here comes Robles there. Looks like he got clipped on his feet. No call, says the official.
You could hear it, but, he put himself in that bad position as well, so I think the ref wasn't going to reward him.
Oh, a beautiful ball to Loic Barres, and he's got plenty of space, shoots it, deflected, and it's contained by No Rodriguez off of his fingertips. It looked like the follow-up from United PDX was almost successful, but Rodriguez, great instincts from him. Phenomenal save.
Well held. A rebound's probably deadly, and you're giving up a goal, and there's definitely some sting and venom coming on it from the Frenchman, and nicely done to hold on.
Yeah, it was Ian Lama on that rebound. The number 24, the forward for United PDX, smelled blood in the water, and he really just tried to go for that follow-up. But instead, Rodriguez, even though he spilled it, it was a good job of containing the ball.
Yeah, looking for the poacher's goal, but denied this time around.
Now it's going to be another set piece for Cascadia. They're going to play it quickly. Here comes Chulo. Tried to keep it, but he went right into two white shirts. And
he's getting a little frustrated, but the truth is he's trying to take on too much.
That's true. I mean, at the end of the day, you have to be able to find, you have to pick your spots, and sometimes you just have to pass it around instead. And it's a ball lofted inside. Chulo on the rebound, a shot, and it's no goal off of the inside left post. That's the closest chance we've seen all game. As Chulo, that is Gerardo Duran, the winger, with a shot from about 19 yards out, ripped it off of the left post, and it looked like it was going in, but no goal.
I thought it was going in. Yeah, great hit, good build-up.
And instead, it's Cascadia still with possession. Both teams are looking for that breakthrough. 29th minute, still scoreless, but we've seen lots of chances from both sides.
Yeah, right in front of the referee, and that's going to get out the shaving cream and give him the 10 yards.
That's clear as day, as we say. And that one was a clear foul, and, United PDX, trying to argue it, but there's not much you can do.
No.
As they're just standing there.
He called for his 10, so now he's got to wait for the whistle to put it back in play.
Yeah, that was Tyson Wynn, number 11, the midfielder out of Utah Tech, Division I University, and he plays for Matt Broadhead's brother, Johnny Broadhead, who's the head coach. Lofts the ball inside. As it's cleared away by United PDX. Nobody back for Cascadia as Rodriguez verbalizes that he has it. And that could have been dangerous because there's no one back there. But, United PDX didn't really have anyone else up. Cascadia still with control of this game, with possession currently. Even though we're scoreless, we've seen lots of chances on both ends.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what Coach Broadhead does to try to shape up the complexion of the way this match is unfolding.
It's a potentially deadly pass there. Lots of pressure from United PDX, and that's 24 Ian Lama on the attack there.
There was a little bit of that early in the game. They survived it, and they survive it again. They've been the more dangerous of the two sides.
Right. As Robles is going to find Calisco, plays it forwards. On the attack now, entering the attacking third. This could be dangerous. Lays it off on the right side. Laces the ball inside. Quickly deflected by United PDX, and instead it's Cascadia still with possession. Lays it off. And he could have ripped it one time, but instead Chulo decides to play it to his teammate. A hard shot, and it's no good. But the play is still live.
Ruben Lopez unloaded.
Lopez with a blast of his own. Beautiful footwork,
There
and
it
it's a
is.
goal. There's the opening. First goal of the game. Cascadia strikes first. That's number 10, Andre Saucedo, the forward.
Yeah, and you know what? Coach told me that he plays a little bit more like a number 9. That was the guy you expected to get one, and he found it. They've been the more likely team.
Yeah, it's, as you mentioned, Ben, it's just very expected. As Saucedo there, before was Chulo with a shot. He could have ripped it one time. He instead moved it over, and then seconds later, it was Saucedo that came out of nowhere on that right wing. He had a nice little footwork, good move, and he just ripped it with that left foot and found the bottom left part of that net. So beautiful, beautiful goal there as Andre Saucedo opens up the scoring as they have the early lead.
I mean, and Lopez with such a good shot through the buildup. At first you don't succeed, try again, and there, 30 seconds later, the breakthrough.
Right. I mean, it was Lopez, and then Durant had a chance, and then before you know it, Saucedo got a goal. So here is Chulo once again. He's going to switch it.
They just look the more energized of the two sides to this at this point in the match.
Yeah, they came out, in the beginning of this game with a fiery presence, and they haven't really, blew out the candle at all. They haven't shown any signs of slowing down. As this game's, as you mentioned, really been dictated by the play of Cascadia. They've had just really good possession, and just they've played collectively.
Desire.
Yeah. Another huge chance here for Cascadia, and instead it's broken up by number 21, Nico Lamonto. United PDX trying to break, and now they have to find an equalizer, Ben.
I mean, exactly. There's like we've been talking about, a ton of class on the roster. There's a bunch of guys playing for big-time college programs.
Right.
Some USL. I mean, they just had a great season in the USL, too. I mean, they're right below MLS Pro and USL 1 guys that are on ESPN and making money.
That's right.
So these guys, maybe they a little bit overlooked the opponent. There's a little bit of a lack of familiarity happening here, and a ton of hunger out of Cascadia. That's been the storyline to this point.
Yeah, absolutely. Cascadia came out hungry, and they still are hungry, as it's United PDX with a chance to equalize, and it looked like he clipped him there just outside of the box. No call, as it could have been a potential foul, but we play on.
That would have been a little harsh the way he's been calling the game to this point.
Yeah. Real quick, another shout out to one of our sponsors, Lincoln Cardinal Athletics. So shout out to Lincoln Cardinal Athletics. Don't miss Friday Night Football this fall, as Oregon Sports Beat brings you Cardinal action across the PIL.
Friday Night Lights, nothing like it.
That's right. Live from the beautiful new Mike Walsh Field at Lincoln High School. Shout out to Lincoln Cardinal Athletics. Thank you guys for being our sponsor. Again, I'm Jack MacArthur, your play-by-play commentator, alongside my co-commentator Ben Efren, here at the beautiful Oregon Episcopal School, as Cascadia leads 1-0 in the 34th minute of the 6th annual edition of the Oregon Open Cup. Here is the captain, Clayton, going to play it to Robles, as Cascadia still has the ball in their own half, just trying to extend their lead at this point, Ben.
Beautiful campus out here at the Oregon Episcopal School, right across the street from the Portland Golf Club.
Yep.
A ton of history. Hosted Ryder Cup back in the 50s. Used to be a regular tour spot on the PGA.
Some cool history there. I used to work at a golf course.
Yeah, it's a great place to hang out.
here is Robles, tried to play a ball forwards, and here comes Luc Barres, who's going to head it backwards to his own keeper. A little bit dangerous, but it is retained by Ben McDonald, starting keeper for United PDX. He's been tested tonight, but overall, he's done a pretty good job. He's faced some hard shots.
Great save on that Robles shot, and not a ton he could have done on the goal.
Yeah, I mean, his defense, let him down. At the end of the day, they broke apart the defense, and Cascadia just had a lot of guys up. And as we mentioned previously, it was Saucedo there with just some beautiful footwork. He broke down the last defender and got the goal.
Good patience.
Yeah,
he didn't. Now this guy's on.
Yeah, he's onside here as trying to play a ball inside. Clayton's trying to shield him off. A little bit of contact there. No foul called.
Linesman called it.
The linesman, the AR, is going to call a foul against United PDX. So a set piece incoming for the dark blue jerseys. That is Cascadia.
Yeah, well done to gain the position, shield them off, and regain possession for your team.
All right, a little bit more about the captain, Owen Clayton. His hometown's Vancouver, Washington. He went to Prairie High School, and he currently goes to Warner Pacific at Linfield University. He's 6'1", 180, so quite the stature there. He's a pretty big dude.
Yeah, you got to be young and fit to be playing in this match.
That's right. A storming free kick from No Rodriguez, played it forwards, as there's no one there for him. And now it's United PDX with possession. Still looking for that equalizer as they trail 1-0 in the 37th minute of the 2024 Oregon Open Cup on Oregon Sports Beat.
Yeah, not giving him the whistle there.
Yep, and here comes Cascadia once again. A little bit of footwork there, goes in a circle, lays it off just outside of the box. Good pressure here from United PDX. Now they're making Cascadia work backwards. Now they're, got to switch it and play it through Clayton here on this left, as the left back.
I think Cascadia is pretty happy retaining the ball, knocking it around. They're really kind of growing into their style of play here.
Yeah, and right here, Cascadia seemingly catches United PDX off of their line there as we're sleeping as they have a lot of space here on this right side. Tried to get a little bit too fancy there. That is number 9, Yahir Navarro, the midfielder. But it went out of bounds, so going to be a goal kick here for United PDX. Still 1-0, Cascadia leading the 38th minute as it is Chulo on the right side now. Chulo being hounded by multiple white shirts. Into the box, a header! And it is another good save, but not too strong of an attempt there from Andre Saucedo, who was looking for a second goal, Ben.
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel like United has quite got the wake-up call yet, and Cascadia is still stepping on the on the front foot here, trying to get a second.
Right, Saucedo with a huge opportunity, but it was just too soft of a header. It went right into the hands of McDonald. Maybe next time think about chesting it and then just ripping it. Easy for me to say, but obviously it's a very competitive game, and both these teams are playing pretty well.
Yeah, it's challenging to generate enough power on a ball like that, but it's
an awkward position.
Reasonably dangerous, and it's not impossible.
Right, and here comes the United PDX on the attack now, entering the attacking third. Plays it backwards. Central now, and here comes Cascadia with
not good enough.
A lot of space here as Chulo. Looks like it was a 3v2 for a while, and now they brought it back.
So good.
A beautiful ball to Chulo in the box, shoots
so
it,
good.
And scores. Goal from Chulo as he pumps his fist, celebratory fist pump there a beautiful goal from Gerardo Chulo Duran, number 11, the winger there in the 40th minute.
Goal, Cascadia.
Just a beautiful build-up, and it was a little bit of a sloppy giveaway in the midfield. And United's body language needs to get right. They need to find a leader on the field that's going to turn this thing around. They have the talent. They have the chemistry that they played with this year, and they're getting knocked around a little bit by the new kid on the block.
Yeah, as you mentioned, United PDX, well, they've been around for a while. Cascadia just in their third season, and they've shown a lot of determination in this game, and they just exemplified that. Cascadia extending their lead 2-0 there, credited to Gerardo Duran, number 11 there, with his first goal of the night.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be in the locker room with Matt Broadhead at halftime. He's going to have to chew into these guys and see if he can't change the tempo and the energy.
Yeah, and we got about 4 minutes left in this first half, depending on if there is stoppage time or not. It's going to be a throw for United PDX, 2-0 here at the Oregon Episcopal School. It's Cascadia United leading United PDX. Yeah, I don't think that many people expected this outcome so far in this game. As we mentioned, United PDX with a lot of experience, but as you mentioned, Ben, maybe they just overlooked Cascadia. At the end of the day, they're a new team, but they obviously have a lot of talent, and they're looking to cement themselves.
Well, I don't think Vegas had a line on this game.
Yeah.
However, this is not how they probably on paper would have the odds makers would have thought about this. But again, that can all change in a flash and in a moment here with the talent and the roster and the USL2, strong side of United PDX.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, especially in soccer, anything can happen, as it is a build-up here from Cascadia. Another huge opportunity. Plays it inside, broken up by United PDX. And try to clear it forwards. Still a lot of pressure from Cascadia.
I mean, the next goal in this game is crucial. If United starts to commit some more numbers forward, they realize they have to push the issue a little bit. And, they get one, they're going to clearly feel a lot more comfortable that, of course, the second, maybe the third can come. But you go down 3-0, and because you're committing numbers, and we saw how potent that counter was for Cascadia. If they do it again, and it's going to be a tough road back.
Absolutely, as Clayton plays it backwards. It's Robles being hounded by two white shirts. United PDX, good pressure here, really just pushing that line up. And as you mentioned, Ben, they're really just looking for one goal before the end of this half. They don't necessarily need to. Obviously, there's a few minutes left, but they just have to find that first goal to really get themselves back into this game.
And conversely, Cascadia is now content just to knock it around the back and kill out, off the half. And they're certainly going to be the happier of the two sides in the locker room.
Yeah, don't be too surprised if you see some formation changes in the second half, because Cascadia, they're so content right now they might just want to park the bus more, play a more defensive format. Places the ball inside, and it's quickly cleared away by United PDX.
Yeah, that's right. It's going to be interesting to listen to our commentary, halftime show.
That's right.
To see what the gentleman, the well-qualified gentleman we have in the booth have to say. And what a nice turn.
Oh, yeah, that's a great turn. And he shoved down. Assistant referee makes the call, and that was number 10, Andre Saucedo, Mr. Goal scorer there, the man that scored the first goal of this game and gave his team the lead. Yeah,
and here comes Owen Clayton coming up, bringing a few of the big bodies, seeing if they can't snag themselves one more goal.
Yeah,
just like Zach McGraw on the corners for the Timbers, stepping up big time.
Yep, and here comes a set piece. Laces a ball inside. Clayton on the receiving end. I believe it went off of Clayton last, and instead it's going to be a goal kick. My apologies for interrupting.
Yeah, no, of course. I'm just saying it was nice to see the general, or whatever we were calling him, the Canadian national, with two such important goals, and he's been kind of relegated to the bench.
Yeah.
So good to see him playing well and having that kind of emotional high for the team.
Yeah, that's right. It's always go Timbers, as now it's Cascadia with possession, quickly intercepted. And now it's going to be United PDX on the attack, just trying to find one goal as they trail 2-0, unable to. Now equalizers out of the discussion as they're down 2 now. They're going to have to find 2 to equal up this game. Phenomenal footwork. Plays a ball inside, back post, and it's a goal! Oh. Superb strike from, believe that had to be Loic Bars.
Yeah, it was Loic Bars, but take a bow, Brady McClellan. You've really changed the complexion of this match. I mean, you absolutely put your defender on skates and put in the ball just as we were talking earlier, out of the reach of the keeper, and Loic Bars was not going to miss that one. The Gonzaga grad.
That's right. Yeah, Loic Bars with a fantastic goal there, just a one-timer. Just crushed it, and it found the back of the net there. And as you mentioned, you got to give credit to number 16, Brady McClellan, the D1 player for Radford, with the superb service outside of the box.
Brady McClellan put a bow, and he wrapped that thing up really nice, and he delivered it on the front doorstep with some white gloves to the table of Luke and of Loic Bars, and nice finish. I mean, take nothing away from him. And all of a sudden, here's the body language changed. It's going to be a different team talking. Maybe number 2 right here.
Wow.
Oh, he missed it.
Yeah, they said play on. The assistant referee said play on. It wasn't offsides, and it was another huge opportunity for United PDX. They could have actually found the equalizer there as they trailed 2-1. And instead, that's going to do it for our first half. I'm Jack MacArthur alongside Ben Efren. You've been watching the 6th annual edition of Oregon Open Cup. Ben, let's recap so far real quick. What have you seen so far?
I mean, I saw Cascadia come out with a ton of hunger and really take it to United, who just let's face it, took a while to warm up to this game. And then at the end, you see United's class, right? That it was just about tied in the course of 2-3 minutes. So that should be pretty encouraging for their talk, and you can tell there's now that just the body language changed on that one goal. Brady McClellan, such a fine piece of play up the right wing.
Beautiful ball.
Yeah, great delivery. So great match.
Yeah, so far it's been a great match indeed. Real quick, we're going to recap the scoring for you guys before we send it down. Andre Saucedo, number 10, the forward, with the first goal in the 31st minute to give Cascadia a 1-0 lead. And then it was none other than Gerardo Chulo Duran, number 11, with another goal in the 40th minute to make it 2-0. And then right before the end of the first half, in the 45th minute, it was number 23, the Gonzaga grad, Loic Bars, with a goal. So 2-1, the halftime score. And we're going to send it down to Dave Hall and company.
Welcome to halftime here at Oregon Episcopal School, the Oregon Open Cup. Our score at halftime, it is Cascadia United 2, United PDX 1. Kind of a little surprise. That late goal kind of cut that lead in half. It was 2-0 there, and looking a little shaky for United PDX. Jeremy, I know you were keeping stats in the first half. What do you got for stats for us?
Yeah, Cascadia United really was dominating possession, probably about 70-30, and then ultimately had the better of the shots as well, with a shot off the post early in the half, and had 6 shots on goal, and compared to United's 3. Of course, the goals coming in the 32nd minute by Saucedo, and the 40th minute by Chulo, and then in stoppage time at the end of the first half, number 23 for United PDX. And I didn't catch who that was.
It's Loic.
It's Louis. Okay, yep. Nice, excellent, very exciting.
The player for United, number 16, had been on the right side on the wing and had been calling for the ball for a long time. And they're in the 45th minute. They finally got the ball to him. He did a little crossing right in front, resulted in the goal. So.
Yeah, I think that's the thing they have to do. They get it wide, and they have to attack. I think they were a little bit too conservative, trying to possess. But, hey, at the game of soccer, especially when you're down 2 goals, you got to be in attack mode. And that was what they did in the last part of that. They had 2 great chances because they were more aggressive in attacking.
Yeah, it was exciting. And talk, like we said, we weren't sure if it was going to be a conservative game or wide open. And
right.
It was exciting, wide open, and lots of chances.
3 goals in half. That's a lot.
I mentioned before that these games tend to be low scoring and tend to be close. It is close, more goals than I actually thought was going to happen, but I expect we're going to see more goals in the second half.
Yeah, they'll switch the goalkeepers and probably make some tactical changes, and we'll see what the coach comes up with. I'm excited.
Eric, you were watching United PDX. What did you notice about them in the first half?
Well, I think they came out not like putting the team on the back foot. They were a little bit, like I said, too conservative. Trying to find the game, but the game came to them. They had to force it because they went down 2-0, 0-2, and so at that point in time, you gotta let everything go. And I think at the very beginning they were just trying to feel it out, and it actually played in a different favor for Cascadia, where they were actually able to kind of control the ball and attack. And especially down the right side, United's left side, is where all the goals came from that side. And they got a couple of crafty players over there who make things happen 1v1, and then it gets the back line out of sorts. And then that's what happens. Mismatches happen on the backside, and it opens up.
One of the things we talked about before the game started was that a lot of the players on these teams have already left and gone to college. The college team's already practicing. And so a lot of fill-in players for both teams. I think half of United's players are fill-in players. And in the very beginning, it looked to me like United was trying to find their way, that they weren't exactly comfortable. And as the game got on, they got more comfortable.
Yeah, and I think this is what happens when a lot of these players, when we say that a lot of players have left, these players have actually been playing together in practice sessions, different from game sessions. So when you get from practice and then you get into a game, when they say the quote, when the bullets start flying, then you kind of figure out, hey, are we in this or not? And now they're starting to get the feel, and hey, when the game came to them, you saw what they can do. They can score goals.
What do you look for different in the second half?
It'd be interesting to see what Coach Broadhead does as far as formation. You're looking at the way Cascadia, they were in a 3-5-2 with kind of a false forward up there, dropping in the midfield. So it kind of got some mismatches in the midfield. It seemed like more players in the midfield than United had, but it truly wasn't. So see if he tries to match that, or he just goes to something different, maybe a 4-4-2 or something of that nature.
Ben McDonald in goal for United in the first half, and he made some great saves. This game might be a lot worse had he not made 2 saves on really hard shots.
Well, that's what you expect out of a goalkeeper. They got to come out with 1 or 2 big saves to keep you in the game, and he's done that. They're down 2-1, so it's still right in it. So the game's not over. Big half. 45 minutes, anything can happen.
All right, Jeremy, one of the things I talked about before we started is there was kind of big news in Portland over the weekend, and that had to do with futsal, a game very similar, of course, to soccer. I like to say it's like soccer on a basketball court, and it just moves just as fast. We're going to bring in Chris Skaggs. Chris, come on over. He brought a couple of players with him.
Hey, Chris.
This is the Portland. This is the Portland team. They went to Las Vegas, and they finished second in the national championship. I know you're very familiar with Chris and the team. Have them tell us a little bit about the situation.
Yeah, I'm super excited and grateful that Chris and Futsal Clinics has joined us for that halftime show. We're just going to talk to them a little bit about their experience in the national championships in Vegas just a few weeks ago. Chris, what do you want to tell us about?
Thanks for having us. Actually, I brought out 2 of my teammates, got BJ Romack and Danny Tapia.
Excellent.
Danny's going to tell us a little bit about the experience.
Yeah. So what was the experience like at the Futsal Nationals? What was the level?
Oh, dude, it was so much fun. Playing such high-level competition consistently every game. Definitely was something we're not used to, but we did pretty well, to get to the final through 6 games. So we're happy with that. And yeah, just playing guys, of national team players, internationals. So. And then great group of guys to go with, too. We've been playing together for a couple of years now, so I think that helped us a lot, too.
Yeah,
well done.
Absolutely.
Yeah, BJ, tell us about the opportunity that it gave players to be seen at that level.
Yeah, so like Danny was saying about the caliber of player there is just so much higher. Not that, we play locally at Rose City. It is great quality there, but being, facing teams from Maryland, out to, San Jose, the Bay Area, everything in between, really, just gave us a super, different feel, and exposure to the game. So especially at that high quality level. But yeah, then obviously with that being said, being a high level tournament, we had people watching our games. The U.S. men's national team coach actually was spotted there for our final, watching the close game that we were in, and then actually had multiple players on our team get offers from either MASL, the professional indoor team, or just professional futsal teams locally, like in Arizona and other options as well. So that was like the biggest part for us as well.
Chris, while we got a chance, tell us a little bit about the status of futsal in the Portland area. I know I've been driving around. I've seen new courts at a lot of different places. It looks like the sport is picking up.
It is, yeah. There's tons of new courts going on. I think a lot of the kids are starting to utilize them. There's been some Roots Futsal actually hosted a few King of the Court tournaments last summer. I know that there's a organization in town now called Street Soccer USA. They've got a little momentum as well too. So it's really bringing a good, community to the sport. And Portland in itself has a great futsal and soccer community, as we can see this quality of the game today. And it's exciting just to be a part of it.
I know you play, I think you play at Rose City Futsal. Beautiful facility.
Yeah, it's a great facility. Yeah, we've been playing there and at Portland Futsal back in the day. So, I mean, our team's been around for, 10 years, 12 years.
How do you get your players?
It's pretty organic. It's someone that knows somebody. We get a lot of people that kind of come in for a game, and if the shoe fits, they're in. If it doesn't, then give them to one of our competitors.
So there's the Champions League that you participate in, and that level. So you're really elevating the game, and I know that Rose City Futsal has come into schools as well. And so what's next for futsal clinics?
Yeah, we are excited about what we achieved so far. Our goal is really just to inspire the next generation of futsal. So, catch us at the next cash prize tournament. The Hangover Classic takes place over the holidays here in Portland Futsal, Rose City Futsal. We might even travel to another one. We might even host a clinic here in the upcoming fall. So keep an eye out for something like that.
If you're looking for good players, there's one standing right over there.
Yeah, I know Kenny. Yeah, he's in the league.
I believe he played on the U.S. national team at one time.
Yeah, AMF. Back.
Maybe you guys could use him.
Yeah. We play against him. It keeps the competition high.
I like your jersey. Who
Oh yeah, got to give a shout out to our sponsor, Levo Futsal, best custom kits in the nation. I mean, we were rocking them back at Nationals. If you need a custom jersey, for sure hit them up. Goal Sports Bar also came through. If you're gonna watch a game, make sure you do it over there on Southeast Hawthorne. And I gotta give a shout out to the Evans family if they're here, whatnot. Kudos for them, fostering competition and inspiring lifetime memories. That's what we're here for.
Well, Chris, thanks for joining us with your players, and good luck going forward. And I'm sure futsal is going to have a big explosion here.
Appreciate it. Thanks,
nice
guys.
to see
All right,
you guys.
thanks for joining us, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for
All right,
making
we'll get Eric back in here, and we'll kind of get closer together here. So I asked Eric what's going to be different for United PDX in the second half. What about Cascadia? What do you look for different from them?
I think if Cascadia can continue to dictate the tempo of the game, and they're two of the stars we kind of mentioned earlier before the game, Ocampo Navarro and Chulo Duran, Salcedo, the goal scorer. If those guys can keep connecting and dictating play in the center, I think it's going to be tough for United. They're going to have to find a way to shut those guys down, grow in their connectivity, like you said, stay organized. And maybe I think really applying the tactical changes they make in the lineup to control that midfield will give them a chance to create some more scoring opportunities and maybe possess a little more so they're not chasing the game as much.
Yep.
The procedure in the past has been for United to change goalies at halftime. Is that what's going to happen now, do you know?
Yeah, I believe so. I believe Dave's going to come in and give us a little bit more veteran presence back there. Maybe solidify in the back line and some communication between the goalkeeper and the back line, as then that cascades up to the front, through the midfield to the front line. I think we need to make sure we recognize how big a goal that was at the end of the first half there. That's one that, hey, they go into down to different mentality than, hey, we should have scored another one, had a great opportunity there at the very end. So now they got a little bit of life. So I'm expecting it to be a good battle here in the second half.
When you're the coach at halftime, it's a lot different saying, hey, look, we're down 1, let's go get a quick goal and this game will be even, than to be saying we're down 2 and haven't scored at all. So
exactly.
That had to be such a huge momentum builder for United PDX.
Yep, psychologically, that's the game of soccer. You always, a lot of goals happen in the first 10 minutes or the last 10 minutes of a half. And so that was a big one there for them.
Now, neither team has won this cup before. One of them will have their name on the cup after tonight. That should give them incentive in the second half. I expect to see an exciting game in the second half.
Hopefully, that's what we all here. The fans are out here to enjoy a good game. So.
And the fans have been very, very excited in the action
as well. Yeah, the fans have been really into the action and bring a lot of energy, and I just think the players feed off that. So yeah, I think there's going to be more goals to come. I'm excited for the second half.
All right, guys. Anything else you noticed? By the way, I watched your son in the first half. He played very well.
Yeah. He, as a dad, right, you always have a little bit more critique on him. So we'll have that conversation back home tonight.
I did have a question for you, though.
Go for it.
How tall is your son?
He's taller than me.
I was thinking that.
Yeah. He's probably teetering at the 6 foot. Yeah, 6 foot level. So he definitely exceeded my height.
All right, the referees are coming back out on the field. We're at halftime again. Our score at halftime, Cascadia United 2, United PDX 1. We're going to send it back up to the booth to our broadcast announcers for the second half, and we'll join you again at the end of the game. So, guys, we're ready for the second half.
I think that's a great point about this.
I appreciate it.
That's a big momentum.
As some expert analysis there from Dave Hall, Jeremy Goldstein, and Eric McClellan. Thank you guys for that halftime show. And we're back here up in the booth for the 6th annual edition of the Oregon Open Cup between United PDX and Cascadia. First half score 2-1. Cascadia is still leading. Ben, what do you think United PDX needs to do to get themselves back in this ballgame?
Well, they did it at the end of that half, and that was score a goal.
That's right.
And bring the same kind of intensity. You know, they seemed to get the message late in the half there, just about equalized after such a good 43 minutes or so for Cascadia. Really, they let their play and their emotion really do a lot of good things for them out there.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. At the end of the day, Cascadia really came out on fire, and they really had a lot of determination from that opening kickoff, and they showed it. They had a lot of shots on goal, and there were also some phenomenal saves from McDonald there in the back of the net for United PDX on both sides. There was lots of chances, and as you mentioned, it could easily be 2-2 right now, as it was Loke Barris, the D1 Gonzaga grad, who was looking for his second goal, but instead just stepped over the ball and lost control of it. So it could easily be 2-2, but instead Cascadia with the 2-1 lead currently.
Yeah, it's going to be a great second half, and we're going to see who wants it more, who wants to hoist that trophy, call themselves champs. I mean, we talked about it before. United PDX doesn't want to lose this thing 2 times in a row, and they've got a lot of prestige behind that organization, that club, their USL2 ranking, and the college programs that these kids are part of. So I think they want to go out as champs before they head back and get ready to train up with their schools and those teams. And here are these ragtag bunch of West Siders who started as a Sunday League team. You know, there's probably a lot of Sunday League players out there seeing themselves out there thinking, wow, maybe I can hoist an Oregon Cup trophy myself.
Yeah, that's right. You know, both of these teams really want it, and as we mentioned previously, Cascadia looking for their first ever Oregon Cup win, but United PDX, on the other hand, looking for vengeance as they really, want this more than anybody, it seems like, because they lost last year. So it's obviously would be tough if they lost it in back-to-back years. That would definitely sting. But it's a long game, and I'm sure Coach Broadhead and the head coach of United PDX, Joe Lucasiano, are going to make plenty of changes, because they're really just going to have to, in my opinion, just have a couple more players up at the top and just play through the middle more, because one thing that I noticed is they were just clumped a lot, and they didn't really have a designated formation, and they were just too clumped. So I think that if United PDX can find their form, then they'll be all right.
Certainly have the talent. We'll see if they have the will.
That's right. I am Jack MacArthur alongside Ben Efron here on Oregon Sports Beat as the second half is underway. It's going to be United PDX in the white jerseys from right to left in the second half, and the dark blue and white lettering for Cascadia, moving from my left to your right, as Loke Barris playing it back. United PDX building up the attack.
Yeah, Tyson went pretty nice on the ball.
Yeah, he's a crafty player. He's got some nice footwork. Plays it central, back towards Dom Hoer-Weiler, as he's going to switch it instead, try to play it forward, and instead it's Cascadia with the interception. Here comes Chulo, looking for the switch, building something out of the back as they're communicating at the same time. Really does look like Cascadia has a lot of space right now, as now finally United PDX pushing up a little bit more. But still got United PDX with 4 in the back. Appears that...
it looks like they've moved to 3 in the back as well.
Okay, here comes a huge opportunity for Cascadia, just outside of the right box. Here comes Chula. Wraps around, tried to cut it back, and almost a corner, but instead a strategical clearance from United PDX. And that's going to be number 2. Rodolfo Figueroa there, and he's going to get another chance to throw it in instead. Another throw for Cascadia, 2-1, 46th minute as we have just started this second half. 47th minute, excuse me. Figueroa with it now, 2 men on him. Still retains possession in the corner. Looks like he's being shoved.
What a battle. What a battle.
Crazy battle here, and it's going to be a goal kick. He wanted a foul there, but it looked like the United PDX defender got the ball first.
Cleared it right off him.
Good defensive effort.
Excellent defensive play in the end.
Oh, my goodness. That's almost, that's almost a corner kick. Instead, going to play it back. Looks like the new keeper for United PDX, as we were told, Davis King, is going to be the keeper for United PDX in the second half.
Yeah, there's Nico Lamonto got into the game up there as a winger forward.
That's right.
Let's see, he's nursing a knock on his left wrist there. But they need some guys to come in and change things up.
Yeah,
show up. Yeah, I clearly threw him out of the way.
Got to get some fresh legs for sure. Yeah, as you mentioned, that was
Ian Lama.
Yeah, that was Ian Lama who threw number 8 Oscar Calixtro, the co-captain, out of the way, and it's Calixtro.
Just doing the small things. Just shielding the ball, holding on to possession, frustrating your opponent.
Right. Yeah, I mean Cascadia. Before United PDX got that first goal, they were really just holding on to it, and now they got to play with a little bit more intensity because they're only up by 1. So if United PDX can get a breakthrough and a shot, then here comes a huge offensive effort, and instead it's going to be a corner kick.
Alex Aguiar, I mean, that's the second time he's gotten through on the right side there. Really determined, dribbling, keeping his focus, not trying to do it all at once, and to great effect. Wants team a corner.
Great footwork there, as it's going to be a corner kick for Cascadia, their first of the half, and first of the game, I believe. And it's going to be none other than Gerardo Duran. Chulo lofts the ball inside.
Not good enough.
No avail. Goes
Too
straight
close
to Davis King there. And Davis King giving some instructions to his teammates. Wants him to push up, it seems like. And he's going to lay it off for Hamlet. Hamlet plays it forward. United PDX still looking for that equalizer as they trail 2-1. Now it's Cascadia trying to build something up. Plays it central. Dribbling around. Good effort there. And now it is 23, Gerardo Contreras. Going to play it backwards.
He's on.
Beautiful ball, and he's on as King's coming out. It's going to be
a
little bit of a battle here.
All the way out. Why not?
Yeah, and King just shields off the opposition and lets it go out of bounds. So going to be a goal kick here for Davis King.
Savvy goaltender play.
Yeah. It's a good idea, though, from Cascadia. Tried to catch United PDX lacking and just tried to play it forward.
Nearly pulled it off.
Yep. And a deep ball forwards. Storming header, and instead it's going to be United PDX as it's quickly intercepted by Cascadia once again. And a strong boot from No Rodriguez as I believe Hamlet hits the deck there. And referee calls the foul.
Yeah, maybe I think he knew what he was doing. Maybe some of the dark arts there.
Yep. And here is Marios Andrao.
They need him to step up. We haven't called his name enough.
Yeah.
The Cyprian, ton of experience. The Army veteran, tough, really good in possession midfielder, big-time college player, and we haven't been talking about him much.
Yeah.
He needs to impose his will on this game.
In the first half, it really was mostly Cascadia doing the damage until there was a goal from Loic Barres in extra time of that first half, and it's still 2-1 in the 51st minute. I am Jack MacArthur alongside Ben Efford here at this beautiful place, Oregon Episcopal School. It's a nice campus, or a nice area.
The Aardvarks, the anteaters.
Yeah, I believe it is. I believe it's the anteaters.
Anteaters. I think Aardvarks might eat ants too.
Yeah,
but I'm not exactly sure about that.
And it's going to be a throw-in for Cascadia.
I'm sure some alum will be able to inform me on the difference between the two and why anteaters are cooler.
We have time for a shout out to another one of our sponsors here, Senza. Shout out to Senza for being one of our sponsors, providing services all over the Pacific Northwest. A full-service telecommunications and wireless contractor with offices in California, Oregon, and Washington.
Oh, we've got a knock on the field here.
We've got an injury here. It looks like he's seriously hurt.
He's getting almost like he's got a cramp, but he's holding his face, and I almost feel like the ref thought, oh, this might be a head injury. I have to blow the whistle, but he's going right to my calf is cramping.
Yeah, hopefully he's okay.
It hurts.
Yeah, I mean,
it does hurt.
It's not cold out there. It's definitely just a humidity and a dehydration issue. I've been there when I used to play soccer. You just get cramps, and when you're dehydrated, it's just hard to run around.
Well, here in the 53rd minute, though, I mean, they just came out of halftime, so
maybe it's not just a cramp. It could just be a hamstring or a calf injury.
Well, that's certainly what his teammate is doing, is stretching out his calf in the back of that right leg.
Yeah.
He's probably earned himself a trip to the bench here.
Yeah.
Especially when I believe that you can sub in and out. This isn't like MLS when you're, or the Olympics or something where you're going to sub out and be done.
Yep, and it looks like Christian Lopez, the assistant coach for Cascadia.
Yeah, he got kicked.
Came out to help him out, and the injured player is number 10, Andre Saucedo, the first goal scorer of this match, and hopefully Saucedo's all right.
An integral part of their attack. I mean, he's the guy we were told to look out for.
Right.
He's playing as the number 9.
Yep.
They've got those flip-flopped as far as the numbers.
Yep.
And Ocampo is wearing the number 9 and playing a little bit more of a withdrawn attacking midfielder role.
Right. He's been pretty impactful in this game.
No doubt about it. They're playing like a side on a mission.
Yeah. And here comes United PDX, still seeking that equalizer. 2-1, 54th minute. Cascadia leads United PDX in the 6th edition of the Oregon Open Cup. It is United PDX on the attack now. Right wing is Barres. Beautiful sliding challenge, keeps it not in bounds as it's a corner kick for United PDX.
Valiant effort to keep it from crossing the line there.
Now he's going to take it quickly. Lays it right back off for Boris. The left-footed beast with a strong strike, and it's quickly deflected, and it's still United PDX with a huge chance. Almost got the ball there, but instead, strong defensive presence from Cascadia. They're on the break the other way. They got numbers. Got a couple runners too, and it is Cascadia still with possession. Instead, they're going backwards now. Good defensive presence there from number 13.
Yeah, caught him offside. Nice step for the back line there.
Yeah, good defensive presence there from Ollie Stone, the D1 player, central midfielder out of Utah Tech. And it's going to be a foul here. Instead, Davis King's going to take it, so we're going the other way now. Free kick for United PDX. Still trying to find that equalizer. A deep ball into the attacking third, headed out. Still in the air. It's going to go out of bounds for a throw for PDX. PDX with possession. Plays it central to Dom Horweiler. Landon Azevedo plays it in.
That?
Into the box. Good effort there, as it looked like number 23 tried to keep it in bounds. That's Gerardo Contreras. And instead, it's Cascadia with it, almost shoved out of bounds by another player. And that time it was a United PDX player trying to keep it in, but it's going to be Cascadia possession. 2-1, Cascadia still leads in the 56th minute. And a little bit of play here. Potentially a flop, no call, and instead they're going to give it to him. Foul against Shulo.
I think the referee got a lot of heat for the way he called the first half. I liked it. I thought he was fair. I thought he and that's got to be one, and a card probably.
That's got to be, that's a super hard foul there, and a yellow card shown to number 25, first yellow of the night. That's going to be against number 25, Marios Andreu, excuse me.
Well, he broke up a clear scoring opportunity.
Yeah.
A well-deserved card.
In the 57th minute there, and this is a dangerous spot.
Yeah, Clayton's up again, looking to win a header off the back line, and this is kind of in between. Maybe a shot, maybe try to curl this into the back post.
I would just one-time it, and he decides to one-time it right off of the three-person wall from United PDX, and instead it's going to be PDX with possession. Good idea to try to play it forward, but it's quickly broken up by Figueroa, and instead it's going to be a throw for United PDX. Another substitution. It appears that number 3, Ruben Lopez, coming off, and I will let you know soon who's replacing him. Still waiting for a number there. And now, nice little footwork there.
Handball.
And it is Joel Gonzalez replacing him. And it's going to be another set piece, once again, quickly taken. And now they're trying to build up the attack from the back. Is Cascadia. Decides to switch it. There's Calixtro. Calixtro with plenty of time, not a lot of pressure from the opposition. Plays it forwards, cleared out as far as Gonzalez. Gonzalez plays it off for a teammate. Good idea, but it's broken up by United PDX's strong defense. And Rodriguez verbalizing that that's all him. 59th minute, 2-1 the score. Cascadia currently leading United PDX. Some players verbalizing that there needs to be patience there as they take their time, and Cascadia plays the ball forwards.
Oh, what a lovely
beautiful
switch.
Ball.
Yeah.
It's a phenomenal switch in the box now. The cross inside, and it's a great clearance from United PDX. That was 28, Dom Horweiler with the fantastic clearance there. Could have easily been a goal. And out of bounds. So good defensive resilience there from United PDX.
Yeah, McClellan really doing some work over there.
Nice layoff there. Left-footed in-swinger. It's going to be broken up and out of bounds. So another throw. This time it's going to be number 18. That is, I believe it's 16. Going to take the throw here, and it's still 2-1. Cascadia leading. Thought about the deep throw in instead, the short one, and it's going to be laid off for Boris. Going to play it forward. And looks like the lone striker for United PDX is 24, Ian Lama. He's really just playing that 9 at the top. But instead, it's going to be Cascadia with possession. 61st minute, Cascadia still leading 2-1. no score, no goals yet in the second half. Rodriguez with a strong kick. Great shielding work there from, I believe that was Contreras.
Yeah,
And
the Tigra.
Yeah, great player.
Well played.
And it's going to be a throw-in for Figueroa.
And we do have a couple United subs.
Yeah, another substitution here is let's give a shout-out to another one of our sponsors, OYSA Gala. The Oregon Youth Soccer Association is celebrating its 50th year anniversary. Join the local soccer community for dinner at Gala at the Nines Hotel on September 7th, celebrating 50 years of service. So shout out to OYSA Gala for being one of our sponsors here at Oregon Sports Beat. And now back to the action. It is.
Yeah, Wen went off and number 8 came on. I didn't catch number 8's on the ball right now.
And it's United PDX with possession. And there he is, but they look like a handball. And number 8, that is Gabriel Rincon. So Rincon in for United PDX. Some more fresh legs, you know. They made a few substitutions at once there. It's definitely necessary at this point of the game, 62nd minute. You know, if you're United PDX, if you're head coach Locasio, you're saying, you know, we're down a goal. We need to find that equalizer. Might as well put in some fresh legs.
Some fresh legs, some new ideas.
Right. And another set piece here. Free kick in a pretty lethal spot. It's going to be
McClellan's
Ollie's
come
still
up.
in Bars. So Bars, the lefty.
Why not?
I think he's going to be the one taking it. He lifts the hand, plays it inside. Beautiful ball.
Deadly in swing.
And instead, it's going to be just as far as the top of the box. Hamlet with a strong shot, but it was lofted over the post. And he wanted a deflection there, not going to get it. So good effort there from United PDX, but unable to get a goal.
Beautiful delivery on the set piece.
Yeah, it was a great in-swinger there with the left foot. Beautiful ball, but unable to capitalize off of that. United PDX, they've had numerous opportunities, just haven't found that breakthrough equalizer yet. Good idea there. Forwards. Chulo tried to get to it, but Hamlet's got it first.
Yeah, good touches.
Hamlet tried to play it forwards, but there was 2 blue shirts there for him.
He's on.
Yeah, he's onside. Beautiful ball forwards. And he's in the box. And being double teamed across. And it's going to be an offensive foul against number 9. That is Yahir Navarro. So
yeah, tried to clear a little space, play a little American football fullback, and you don't get away with that one.
Yeah, Navarro didn't get away with it that time, but fell against him. And here comes King with a solid kick. No foul called. The United PDX player hit the deck.
Yeah.
And instead, it's going to be United PDX with possession once again. Trying to play forwards now, a little bit of space.
Yeah, good quality out of the Cyprian.
Nice ball on the left side now, on the left wing. Try to play it central, and instead it's out of bounds, but United PDX keep the possession. That was Alex Aguiar trying to cross it in there.
Good build-up out of Andrews, but they just ran out of ideas at the end.
Right. Plays the ball central. Just a cluster of bodies there. Now there's plenty of space for Chulo there.
Yeah.
So he's going to play it forwards, and it's going to be just as far as United PDX. Hamlet with it now.
Not quite on the same page as Ocampo. Had he started that run a little earlier, I think there was some room, and Chulo saw it first.
Right. Hamlet to Azevedo. He's going to play it forwards. He wanted a handball, not going to get it. And now he's going to get it as the assistant referee calls the handball. And it's going to be a free kick for United PDX. 65th minute, 2-1 the score here on Oregon Sports Beat. And referee's going to signal, you got to move a little bit more back. Hamlet plays it forwards. Now United PDX in their opposition's half. Nice little bit of footwork, but it's broken up by Cascadia.
McClellan.
Yeah, McClellan.
Sweet feet.
Good job there.
Uh-oh.
He just hits the deck. And he quickly takes it.
Yeah.
That was an interesting sequence of events here. Going to play it forwards. Believe that's Chulo on that far wing. And he's defended by Hamlet.
Charging run by the Tigre, but
Right.
Chulo unable to get him the ball.
And now it's Cascadia still with possession. A cluster of
So
white
good.
shirts. Still got the opening. A huge chance here. A shot. What a save from King. Beautiful save there from Davis King as he saves the day.
So good getting up the left side there. Was that, I think that was
I believe it was Chulo.
Chulo. No, or maybe Calixto coming up the middle.
Yeah,
but
Calixto in the middle for sure.
But the run out of Tigre was a little late.
Right.
And if he wants to square that ball, he had to shoot it because there was no option to square it to the top of the box there. But
Yeah.
I think that would be the first choice.
Yeah, he just had to rip it. There was no help there for him, really. He just had, it was a weird angle, but he just decided to take on the ball with his left foot.
Solid save out of Davis King.
Yeah, great save from King. King, a D2 player for Academy of the Art. As now it is Cascadia once again with possession. Plays more central.
And it
Beautiful
just-
ball inwards.
The passing attack is so good.
And there is King again. Sweeps out there and gets it. Great job from him.
And Calixto's getting behind the defense
Yeah,
again.
that was-
I mean,
yeah.
just a couple milliseconds away from getting the touch and crossing that and maybe making this a 3-1 scoreline.
Yeah, it was Oscar Calixto there that set it up there. And instead it's going to be a throw for United PDX. Looks like, or excuse me, a throw for Cascadia.
And they're certainly in no hurry.
Yeah, not at all. Yep. Another one of our sponsors here that I want to shout out is Central Catholic Athletics. Join Oregon Sports Beat and Ram TV this September and October as we bring you action from the boys and girls soccer programs, girls volleyball, and of course state championship football. Go Rams.
Ooh, a little bit of an appeal there.
Yeah, looked like a foul there. No calls. We still have a Cascadia player on the ground. Referee saying wait. And King just wants to take this free kick. He said, come on, man. But instead, they're going to check if he's okay.
I mean, it kind of looked like he got blocked off in the box. That's a big time to blow the whistle, especially the way he's been calling the game to this point. But
Right.
I've seen that given.
Yeah, definitely. As a United PDX player hits the deck hard, and instead it's going to be Chulo on the attack. Plays it forwards on the left wing. Great defense from United PDX out of bounds, and it's going to be a throw for Cascadia. 69th minute, 2-1 the score. Go ahead.
Well, you just have to wonder at what point is Coach Broadhead going to start to pull a couple levers and push a couple guys forward and think I need a new strategy to attack these guys. I mean, most of the match, the last 10 minutes or so has been played at this end of the field, and
no doubt.
United hasn't even had much of an opportunity to counter on them.
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, about 10 minutes ago, the only player that was really pushed forward for United PDX appeared to be, I believe it was Loic Barris, but instead they're just going to have one forward, a set piece into the box. Scramble for it, a quick clearance by number 15, Griffin Scott.
Are we really playing with one game ball?
Yeah, it's just one game ball here, as it's taking quite some time for Cascadia to get this ball, as I'm certain that this referee's going to have to account for some additive time, some extra time after this half, just because I believe there was about a minute and a half of extra time in that first half, but it's just really up to the official. Throw in here, Cascadia with possession, a little bit of footwork, juggling the ball in the air, a deadly ball in the box. It bounces and goes out of bounds. So a goal kick again for PDX. King set to take this goal kick, and he's going to move it up a little bit. King being assertive and giving some instructions to his teammates. A little bit of a miss hit there, but still gets to his teammate there. And it's still a fight in the air. And now United PDX have possession on that far side. Out of bounds, and it's going to be a throw for United PDX.
There's not a lot of cohesiveness in the midfield here for United PDX.
Yeah, they look a little bit disoriented and disorganized as they're, have a decent formation. It looks like they're spread out a lot, but they haven't really been able to retain possession or play it alongside the wings. Now they're trying to build up the attack. Seems like they have a couple more players forward now, but earlier it really looked like that sole forward that they had.
Yeah, maybe moving 5 guys into the midfield, trying to do it as a group, but it hasn't been working to this point.
So far, it hasn't been, as PDX still trailing 2-1 in the 72nd minute.
McClellan's got nice feet.
He's got great footwork. McClellan here on the attack. Plays it on the left wing. Central now, a storming header. United PDX still on the attack. It's still United PDX. Dom Horweiler now with it. Finds McClellan on the left side.
He's been a difference maker.
Is Sammons. A strong cross inside. Quickly deflected out of bounds and hit out of bounds by number 4, Jacob McDaniel for Cascadia. And it's going to be a corner kick. I believe that is number 23. None other than Loic Boris, the D1 grad out of Gonzaga. Boris thinking about where he wants to place this one. The lefty raises his hand, plays a deep ball back post.
Excellent service.
And it's quickly cleared out by Cascadia. It's a great idea, though. And now looks like Cascadia with a lot of space. See if they want to slow down or go for it. And they're going to go for it here.
They're going to go. Is that McClellan who's down? He's also a defender.
Yeah, great piece of footwork here from
holding his knee. They're really under no obligation to play it out, but now obviously he's going to get some medical attention to find out.
Hopefully he's all right. Looks like a player down for United PDX. In the 74th minute, 2-1. Cascadia still leading United PDX with just 16
that's
minutes
Hamlet,
or so.
I believe.
Yeah, I believe that is Hamlet, yep. And hopefully he's okay. Slow to get up. Referee's checking on him.
Clearly took a knock.
Yep. Josh Hamlet, the center back out of Occidental D3 college. He's cramping a little bit, trying to walk it off. But he's going to need a substitution.
And they're in no position to take their time here.
Right.
Into the 75th minute. 15 and change to go at the referee's discretion.
Yeah.
It's time to shake things up.
Yeah, they definitely need to, change up the formation and have a couple more players forward because what they've been doing so far hasn't really been working.
Take a few chances, have a little higher line of confrontation to try to really press and commit numbers forward and see if they can't generate a goal.
Right. And McClellan in the air.
Yeah, I think it's a little early for Cascadia to just completely change their style, but I think they're going to start to drop a few extra guys to get behind the ball and dawdle on the ball like they're doing right now. No hurry.
Yeah, they're just taking their sweet time.
Why not?
Just passing it around.
But here, United needs to confront them.
Yeah, they got to be more assertive and got to press them more because recently we haven't really been seeing that. I mean, McClellan is up. They got a couple players coming into the mix now, but that really the only person forward right now for PDX looks like number 2 Alex Aguiar, who's an upcoming senior in high school. He's not committed yet.
Oh, look at this
Huge
run.
chance here, and he's pulled down right outside of the box, and that's going to be a card there.
I think.
Or it should be a card, but I thought that the referee was going to be pulling a card out of his book, but instead it looks like he's just pointing at the spot where the foul
His
transpired.
body language sure looked like he was going for the card. I think the foul may have warranted it,
Looked like
but
it was,
very dangerous position. I'm sure there's a few guys that are bucking to take this and shoot it.
yeah, one of those guys is Chulo. That is Gerardo Duran, number 11, the winger, former T2 player. And looks like another player standing over the ball. Unsure there's multiple bodies
the right
here.
footer looks like, is that?
Yep. And it's a shot. Oh, what a save from Davis. It was off of the deflection from a United PDX defender, and it still was just really hard to read it, but Davis was there, and he did a phenomenal job of clearing it out.
Jack, you're exactly right on that one. The deflection made it so dangerous. And he's able to adjust, with his body going in entirely in one direction. The ball changes directions, and that's the save of the game to this point.
Was unbelievable. It was undoubtedly the save of the game there from Davis, as I believe it must have been number 8 there, Calixto, who took that free kick, and it was a strong strike, and it went right off of the wall, and Davis had to kind of turn his body and then just stick a leg out, and he ended up kicking the ball away. But yeah, as you mentioned, that was definitely safe for the game. And
excellent body control, balance, core strength, and eye-hand coordination to get that out of there and repel such a good goal-bound scoring opportunity.
Right, and it's going to be a free kick for United PDX.
Yeah, dangerous place, and clearly here come the numbers jogging up.
Yeah.
McClellan, you've got 28, the big center back.
Yeah. Shout out to another one of our sponsors, Let's Remodel. Experience the finest in kitchen and bathroom design, build, remodeling. We design and create stunning kitchens and bathrooms in the Portland area and Vancouver area. So shout out to Let's Remodel for being one of our sponsors. As the free kick, he went on frame, and it's just a couple feet over the bar. That is Loic Boris there.
Yeah, a little ambitious.
Yeah, a little bit of an ambitious strike. As you mentioned, it was about, 28 yards out or so? And he could easily, try to find a teammate and cross it into the box, but instead he went for the one-time.
I think that's a better option. You're bringing up the center backs. You're kind of going for glory on your own there, and you blast it over the bar. That's not going to get you. That might get you a couple dirty looks in the locker room.
Yeah. And here comes Rodriguez. Going to decide to play it short. 79th minute, 2-1 still the score. United PDX trailing Cascadia. Cascadia up 2-1. I'm Jack MacArthur alongside Ben Efren. And we're going to play it forwards. Here's Cascadia on the attack once again. Try to poke it out, and it's still a scramble for the ball. Went out of bounds, and it will be PDX possession. As they're going to take their sweet time to get the ball. I mean, it seems like both sides really just don't really have a lot of urgency right now, especially in that first half. It seemed like PDX was asleep for the first 30 minutes, and they finally woke up and said, you know what, I'm here to play soccer, and they got a goal.
Well, I like the energy that Davis King has brought.
Yeah.
He's trying to kind of wake his team up and energize them, and he's clearly a vocal leader from the back there. But
without a doubt,
the guys need to get the message.
Yeah. I agree, and now it is Cascadia on the attack. Good idea, tried to loft the ball forward. A little bit of a miscommunication there from United PDX. That was multiple players there just talking. One of them was Ollie Stone. And it's going to be Cascadia with possession. They're going to look to throw this ball in, and then, as I mentioned before, just taking their time. Referee gives them the signal, says, let's go. And a double team
nice little step over.
from United PDX. Toe pokes the ball forward. Now they're playing it back. Nice little chest.
Yeah, he got pushed.
Yeah, he got pushed there. And it's going to be a free kick for PDX.
Big Josh McDaniel, but pretty clearly gave him the business.
Right. Boris set to take this free kick. Another substitution. Looks like Robles coming off
And you wonder if now they're bringing in some defensive players and replacing some of these wingers and attackers, and thinking about getting behind the ball. Less than 10 minutes of regular play left.
Yep. 81st minute, 2-1 the score. Still a decent amount of time left for a potential equalizer.
Clearly. But now you see the body language picking up.
I see it. I think that Davis King has really had an immense impact on his team. He really is a vocal leader, as you mentioned, Ben, and he's really, I think, motivated his team to really just give their full effort. A deep throw in inside,
what a great
and
throw.
It's almost a goal, but it's over the box. It was a header.
It was there for the taking, but it's so hard to be patient because, you got a defender right on you waiting to clear that thing, and you're waiting in super slow motion for it to fall so you can head it under the bar, and it's tough to wait that long and still be the first guy to get to the ball.
Right, I believe that was Brady McClellan there on the effort. It was just a foot and a half over the bar. Solid effort on the header, but he misplaced it. And it's going to be a header in the middle of the field, still a scramble for it. Now United PDX almost retain possession, but lose it quickly. Instead, they still get it back. A little bit too strong of a pass. Good idea there, just play it forwards.
Yeah, the youngster, Aguiar.
Yeah, Aguiar trying to play to Lamonto.
Yeah, still in high school, hasn't figured out where he's going to play, but clearly just loaded with talent and earned his way onto the pitch here at crunch time.
Yeah, speaking of crunch time, just 8 minutes of regular time left, and obviously it's really up to the referee's discretion. Probably going to be 2 or 3 minutes of added time maybe, but here is Cascadia with a throw. Going to play it forwards. Nice little footwork there.
Oh yeah, a little scorpion kick to flick it on.
And it's just going to go as far as McClellan. Here's McClellan. He's going to switch. The wind's picking up here. And now it's PDX on the attack. Good idea. Try to play it forward, and it was too strong of a ball. He tried to play Loic Barris, but keeper got to it first. Rodriguez plays it forwards now. And a good switch.
Yeah, chant for patience coming from the Cascadia bench, and understandable.
And
you've got the lead, you've got the ball.
Yeah.
No hurry, but a giveaway, and here come the big boys off the back line again.
Yeah.
There's no time to be down and cramping, but that appears to be what's happening again.
Yeah, looks like a cramp once again. 83rd minute, 2-1 the score. Cascadia leading 2-1 in the 6th edition of the Oregon Open Cup. As it's a perfect time to give a shout out to another one of our sponsors. And let's give a shout out to Protagonist Soccer. Top tier coverage of local league soccer. Protagonist Soccer encourages you to find a local club to support. Your dollars, your voice, and your support make a difference. Thank you, Protagonist Soccer, for being one of our sponsors here. Oregon Sports Beat referee blows the whistle. The service inside.
There it is.
Oh, it's a goal. Finds the back of the net, and United PDX with an equalizer. And you know what, Ben? I don't think anybody actually touched it. I think it was just a one-timer there from Loic Barris.
Yeah, McClellan seems to be claiming it, but if he got anything, it was a hair or two. And the keeper's got to respect the misdirection and the header, and what he was caught in no man's land.
Right. Yeah, that was a perfect strike there from Loic Barris, and I don't even think it bounced. He just tried to loft it in there with the curled shot, and as you mentioned, McClellan may have gotten a foot on it, but I believe it was Barris there just with the one-timer.
Maybe a head, but barely.
Yeah, it looked like
a
it just
hair.
Bounced straight in. So phenomenal goal there from Barris.
I mean, he's right to celebrate it.
Yeah.
It's a team goal,
It's a team
but
sport too,
I'm not so sure he got the final touch or not. Maybe we'll get some honesty points out of him if we get him up in the booth.
So just like that, it's a tie ball game. 2-2. We're knotted at 2, and now Cascadia with a chance to take the lead. Nice little layoff. Plays the ball inside.
Oh, look at this.
Missed touch there. Huge chance, and it was a missed shot there.
Yeah, Kevin Serrano just couldn't wrap his foot around that.
He was off balance too. You know, that was a big. That's one of the biggest issues with that shot is he was just didn't really have the equilibrium or the balance.
Not so sure it was his dominant foot either. Trying to get that on the left.
Didn't look like his dominant foot.
It sure didn't.
And that looked like a handball, but instead we're going to play on here. Oh, he's being held. I don't know. That's not
what a turn.
Foul, but instead it was a great turn there. And I think that is number 22, Joel Gonzalez. And Cascadia are going to play it forwards. Just a clump of white jerseys there. They're still not really, United PDX, they're not really spaced out that much. And Clayton.
It was going to be advantage, but called back for the foul, and we'll see if somebody's got some heroics and a late game winner in them.
Yeah, this has been quite the game so far. In the first half, it was Andre Saucedo with a goal in the 31st minute, and then it was Gerardo Duran in the 41st minute that made it 2-0 for Cascadia's advantage. And then after that, it was Loic Barras who scored in extra time of the first half, making it 2-1. And in the second half, off of a set piece from about 25 yards out, it was once again Loic Barras with a goal from a free kick. So 2-2, just like that. We've had quite the game so far.
There's a beautiful trophy right out at midfield on the track that we're looking at, and look at this.
Plays it inside, a header, and it's over the bar.
Yeah.
Just too strong of a header there.
Tough to get that one down, you know. You barely have to touch it if you're going to keep it under the bar.
Yeah, that's right. It was just a super strong delivery, and it was hard for him to control it for sure. And now it's Cascadia trying to build up the attack. Both teams just trying to look for that final goal to find the game winner potentially.
Oof.
Hard shove there, no call. Good ball forwards, huge chance.
Outside of the boot.
Foot, and it is Rodriguez there. Saves the day. That was really close to being a goal, as now it's Cascadia once again with a huge opportunity.
Ayub Ahmed, the Somalian on the field.
That's right. Now Cascadia just holding on to possession. Clayton's going to play it on this far side. Now they're looking to switch. Dictating whether they want to play it forwards or backwards. Forwards it is. Tried to play it through. Good idea, but it was right to the foot of, I believe that is, I want to say 15 or 13, Ollie Stone. And it's been an interesting game for sure. And just like that, we're tied. So both teams level just like that.
Not much regular time to go.
Yeah.
We're obviously crowning a champion tonight. I think we're going to go straight to penalties.
I believe so.
Just like the
straight to penalties.
Like CONCACAF did it in the Copa America.
Yeah. Shout out to another one of our sponsors, Lincoln Cardinal Athletics. Don't miss Friday Night Football this fall as Oregon Sports brings you Cardinal action across the PIL. Live from the beautiful new Mike Walsh Field at Lincoln High School. Thank you to Lincoln Cardinal Athletics for being one of our sponsors here at Oregon Sports Beat. Now it's United PDX on the attack.
No.
Tried to shoot from distance, and it was off. That was Gabriel Rincon. And instead, it's going to be a huge chance for the opposition, Cascadia. And now it's United PDX.
It's gut check time.
Yep, try to play
These guys
forwards.
are leaving it on the field in the last couple minutes.
Yep, and it went out of bounds. It's going to be a throw for Cascadia. They're taking their time now. 89th minute. I'm interested to see how much time the center official is going to give for added time, maybe 2 or 3 minutes based off of injuries.
Oh, what nice footwork.
Beautiful ball inside, and it's easily cleared out. There, not enough air on that one. It was just a grounder, but no one was there for him either.
Exactly. You need one of these number 9 or an attacking forward to make that decisive run.
Yep. And that could have been another huge opportunity for Calixtro, but instead the referee says it's offside. So Here comes McClellan on this left side, 90th minute.
Extra time.
Extra time. And now it's PDX just passing it back and forth. And McClellan plays it backwards. And he's going to play it forwards. United PDX looking central. Lofts a ball in the middle.
It's pretty good, actually.
Good service and a collision in the box. Referee's going to call a corner kick. So it's going to be a corner for United PDX. Shout out to another one of our sponsors, Senza, providing services all over the Pacific Northwest, a full-service telecommunications and wireless contractor with offices in California, Oregon, and Washington. So thank you to Senza for being one of our sponsors. And we're nodded at 2 here. United PDX with a chance to win the ball game. Coming down to the wire here, Ben. If you're here, do you go short or do you just play it in?
No, you put something dangerous in the box. You've got a couple of the big guys up there. I mean, clearly you don't want to get burned on the counter. We don't know how much time is left, but here's your chance for some glory.
Deep ball inside a header, just too strong.
He's backpedaling and lost his balance a little.
Yep.
So all eyes on the referee. 1 minute, the finger comes up for 1 more minute.
Yeah, 1 more minute. And he's going to say another goal kick here.
Yeah, he didn't like the restart. Ball was moving. What are you doing?
Not sure what he's doing. I think he's saying a re-kick because the mark was
Oh, there's a guy down. He's waiting, yeah. Another cramp.
Now there's a player that's down.
I mean, they would have been down to 9.
I didn't see that either. Hopefully he's all right.
There's been a lot of cramping tonight.
Yeah,
it was pretty warm.
cramping.
I mean, it wasn't crazy hot today, but I don't know how far removed they are from the season here into the extra, playoff season for the summer soccer.
Yeah, cramps happen. Hopefully he's all right. We're still tied here at 2 apiece. I'm Jack MacArthur alongside Ben Efron here at Oregon Episcopal School for the 6th edition of the Oregon Open Cup. It is the 2024 Oregon Open Cup. Another one of our sponsors I want to shout out is OYSA Gala. The Oregon Youth Soccer Association is celebrating its 50th year anniversary. Join the local soccer community for a dinner gala at the Nines Hotel September 7th, celebrating 50 years of service.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
Yep. A strong kick just as far as United PDX. A battle in the middle now. It's United PDX with possession, playing it forwards. Nice little clip touch there. And a player hits the deck. Looks like he just dove into the ball there. I'm surprised that wasn't a handball, actually.
The foul came first.
Yeah, foul came first, referee says. So looks like they're going to go quickly here.
It's his last chance saloon for a winner.
Yeah, that's right. They're play it forwards. Headed out by United PDX. Barres clears it out.
I think we've just about sealed our fate on penalties here, which is always a fun way to wrap it up.
It's always fun to wrap it up with PKs. Unless someone can score in the next 30 seconds to a minute. Lofts the ball inside. King's got it, and that is the final whistle of regular time. We're still tied at 2 apiece here, and that means one thing and one thing only. We're going to be going to penalty kicks.
Yeah, exciting. We're going to see. I mean, we've talked a lot about Davis King in the second half here, and he's got a chance to really impose his will on the final result and feel pretty special if they're able to take home the hardware. And, you go to the other side of the field, Noe Rodriguez, we'll just have to see how he handles himself in the ultimate test of will from 12 feet.
Yeah, I mean, I think that I've
12 yards, excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, I think that I've seen a lot of excellence from both of these keepers. I've been impressed with Rodriguez, but what King has done in the second half, I mean, I would say I really got to give the edge to the team with, in my opinion, probably the better keeper in King. It's going to be close, but if you had to pick one, what would you say, Ben? Who's going to win here in penalties?
Well, King, we've been talking about him a little more. let's not forget about who's got the nerve to take the kick.
That's
and,
right.
I think the most important thing is to put it on frame and strike it well.
Yeah,
honestly, you can play you can outsmart yourself trying to do the little slow build up and looking in one corner and getting fancy and trying to tuck something in, and then you put it at a height that's not easy for the goalie.
Oh yeah, right.
Either on the deck or up a little. That mid-level ball's a little easier to save, and some of it's a guess. I don't think there's an extensive scouting report on these guys and their history.
Well, that's definitely true. I mean, as we mentioned earlier, we were speaking to General Manager Broadhead. It was interesting because he's just saying he's going to take it 10 minutes at a time, and it is true that this is United PDX's first time playing against Cascadia in the Oregon Open Cup, and obviously United PDX, they've been here before. They lost last year and 3-2 to Nayarit United, and this year it's a different story with 2-2 at the end of 90, and we're going to PKs. So it's going to be interesting for sure. I think the penalties are just. It's like psychological warfare.
There's no doubt.
It's just a big mental game. It's just the ultimate test. So I would say it's going to be close either way. But yeah, penalties are always fun.
You got little Messi and his buddy getting things started and off the post and almost off the kid goalie and into the goal. But a lot of fun.
Real quick, I want to give another shout out to one of our sponsors, a couple more here. Central Catholic Athletics. Join Oregon Sports Beat and Ram TV this September and October as we bring you action from the boys and girls soccer programs, girls volleyball, and of course, state championship football. Go Rams. And another sponsor, Let's Remodel. Experience the finest in kitchen and bathroom design, build, remodeling. They design and create stunning kitchens and bathrooms in the Portland and Vancouver area. So once again, shout out to Let's Remodel for being one of our sponsors. So we're tied here after 90, going to PKs. It's going to be a dramatic ending.
Yeah, who can hold their nerve?
Yeah, a big part of it's just the psychological battle, just trying to read the mind of the keeper, and the keeper's trying to do the opposite, read the mind of the person taking the kick. It's really just comes down to, a lot of teams do practice penalties, but some don't. So, we'll really just see. But, as we mentioned, two really good keepers in Davis King and Rodriguez. So I'm interested to see how this one's going to play out.
Yeah, some guys want to step to the front of the line at this time, to win a championship, and some guys are hiding behind teammates who don't want their name, their number called.
Yeah, that's definitely true. A big part of taking a penalty kick is confidence, and if you got confidence, that's most of it. You just have to be able to go up there and say, I'm going to bury this.
I'm going to bury this and shut everything else out.
Right.
And like I said, put it on frame with good power usually gets the job done.
Yep. But as you mentioned, it's really all about placement too. You don't want to sky it. That's the worst thing you can do is just kick the ball too hard. It's all about the way you place it.
You can't miss it under the goal, but you sure can't miss it over.
That's true. All right. Well, it appears that it is going to be Cascadia to take the first penalty, and it appears that it is
Joel Gonzalez.
I believe looks like Gonzalez to me.
It's a little affirming pat from his goalie. Get that ball out of here. Some mind play already.
Yep.
2 balls. No, you take it.
Yeah.
I'm going to mess your focus up. No, I'm going to mess your focus up.
Here's another soccer ball. Let me just kick it in front of you real quick.
Yep.
Yeah, I believe this is Gonzalez.
Gonzalez, he looks pretty locked in.
Yeah, he looks like he's ready. Referee gives a signal. Gonzalez says to take the kick. Oh, a stutter step, and he nets it. So Gonzalez puts his team on the board first.
Cool, calm, and collected. That was a no-doubter, and we were talking about not outsmarting yourself, but the stutter step to great effect. He really he threw Davis a little, and obviously you want to keep an eye on the keeper and make sure they don't come off the line early, or you get a second bite at the apple.
Right. And it looks like that is number 21, Nico Lamonto.
Second half sub.
The D3 player out of Lake Forest. A little bit of mind games there from the keeper.
Yeah, Rodriguez bouncing around a lot, trying to get in his head. The lefty shot, and
beautiful
lovely.
PK.
Beautiful. Looking left and leaning left and cut across his body, and it was a no-doubter into the bottom right corner.
Yep, Lamonto there nets the first PK of the day for United PDX. And I wouldn't really be surprised if this came down to multiple rounds of PKs, because it's really just a big mental thing, and they can really go either way. But obviously both of these teams, exemplified how talented they are. At first it was Cascadia with a 2-0 lead, and just like that, it became tied, and now we're in PKs.
I didn't catch the taker here.
Almost save. I believe that time it was 27. That is Jimenez with a goal.
Yeah.
And he puts his team up 2-1. So now it is all in the hands, or should I say feet, of this next guy here.
Yeah, I think Davis King got a touch to that. He guessed properly to his right side.
Yeah.
But too much power and placement, and you put it on frame with power and placement, and you're usually scoring even if the goalie guesses correctly.
Yep, and this time it's Loic Barres there.
Yeah, that
the
big
lefty.
left foot.
Oh, he just barely got it in there.
Same story. This is where I'm going. With power and placement, you can't stop it. And it's true. A good kick is going to beat a good save attempt when it's executed properly.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that was a fantastic PK taken there by Loic Barres. He's actually scored both goals today for United PDX. So,
yeah, maybe Brady McClellan will have something to say about that when he gets up here in the booth, whether he did or didn't touch it. But that would be the hat trick if you want to give Loic all three of them.
Oh, King kicks the post in frustration. I don't blame him there, as that was the third goal. I believe that looked like I want to say that's 8, but I could be wrong. It looked like Rincon, or excuse me.
Well, he got the job done. He's that's like when you make a putt that you didn't exactly hit how you wanted to, but it's in the hole. All's well that ends well.
Yeah.
And nobody's broken serve yet here.
Yeah, that time that was 23 there for Cascadia. I believe that is Contreras.
Yeah, the Tigra.
Yep. And here is United PDX. 3-2 right now, looking to equalize.
Is that Ollie Stone?
Oh, off of the Ollie Stone there, off of the left part of the post and in. So he catches a huge break there. Yep, it's Ollie Stone.
Tight margin. I mean, that's really, really, really difficult to save. Almost unstoppable, but he's playing with fire. That thing kicks out, and it's a whole different story. Wow. Nobody has blinked yet.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, we've seen the ball hit the post multiple times, and as you mentioned, I believe it was Davis that got a hand on multiple attempts, but we're still tied at 3-3. Here comes the attempt. First save of the day, it's Davis King with the outstanding save. The outstretched arms of King may have just saved the day.
You felt like it was coming.
Yeah.
With Davis King and the hit, just the way he's been attacking these, getting fingertip on a couple of them.
Right. And that time, I believe it was, that was Braulio Marin there with the missed PK. He went to the left, and Davis dove on the right side, and he got it.
I think, is this number?
This is the 4th PK, and it will be taken by, I believe, I'm not sure if I got a number there, but I'll have to update you.
Oh, this is the sub, and this is
I want to say
this is to go ahead.
Yeah.
With one kick
I think
left, and it could be all over on the next one.
This is Gabriel Rincon. So Rincon set to take this 4th kick. Oh, and it's saved by Rodriguez. And it was Rincon with the shot there, a little bit of sportsmanship. He daps him up there and says, nice try, bro. But yeah, I mean, that was a unbelievable save. I mean, it's such a mental battle. You know, PKs are just fun to watch.
And the crowd seemed to be a little pro Cascadia on that one. It was a pretty good roar. And now we're right back to all square.
Yeah, just like that. 5th PK of the day for Cascadia.
It's essentially sudden death at this point.
It's 3-3 right now, and I believe that's 14. That is... And saved by King once again.
Again.
Man, that wasn't the best of PKs. It was a little bit down the middle, just
Kevin
to the
Serrano.
right a little bit. But Kevin Serrano, such a presence from King. He's just had a phenomenal game. But as you mentioned, it was Kevin Serrano who took the PK there and missed it.
Is he going to call his own number? I think Davis King's going to try to win the game.
Davis
Hold
King.
on there, Davis King. You slow your roll and wait for the goalie.
Well, we'll see. It looks like Davis King is set to take this one. That would be extremely interesting if we saw, you know, a goalkeeper versus goalkeeper. It's extremely rare in professional soccer, at least, that you see a goalie taking a PK in the top 5 in the order. It's pretty rare.
Yeah, it happens every once in a while,
occasionally,
but
and
here we go. I mean, they get a lot of practice. Often the goalies are doing it, with themselves. But here we go, Davis
King, chance to win it for PDX. Oh, and it's off of the woodwork. Davis King just inches away from glory.
The drama.
And he misses. And the drama ensues.
Went full power.
Oh, look at his teammates in despair, just on the ground. I would be doing the same thing.
That was it. They were all ready to charge and celebrate, and now he's back. I mean, he still controls, his own destiny in many ways, being right back in goalie to make another save. But Ayub Ahmed ready to see what he can't do.
That's right. Well, that was unbelievable. Now we're going into a new round of PKs. There's a little bit of a weak PK there.
Yeah, too casual.
Yeah, a little too casual. Maybe he thought that he was trying to juke him out a little bit, but instead
he did.
Yeah.
You don't need so much power if you get him going the wrong way, but you don't get him going the wrong way, which has happened there. And I'm not even positive that was on frame.
Yeah, I think it was just a little bit off to the left.
It looked like it was bound for the post, and Davis didn't take any chances and got a mid on. That's 3 saves in a row.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's right. Davis has had a great outing today. And that was, as you mentioned, Ahmed there with the miss, and instead I believe it is... looks like McClellan.
McClellan to try to wrap this thing up.
Yep, McClellan trying to wrap it up here. I believe it's just sudden death at this point. You don't even need to go to a full round of 5 new ones.
No, this is going to end it.
This
if he
could be
puts this in the net, they celebrate.
McClellan with everything on the line here, set to take it. And it's a goal.
I think he went right down
PDX
Broadway.
Have
That's
won it. And just like that,
he's coming to grab the cup.
Brady McClellan, that's none other than Loke Boris there, grabs the cup with pure joy as Brady McClellan saves the day for United PDX, and they win the 2024 Oregon Open Cup, the 6th annual. What a turn of events. What a game, Ben.
Fantastic. So much drama, extra time with the penalties. Right. Really important swings in the penalty shootout itself. Cascadia has arrived, and they really put their stamp on belonging in this. Almost won the game in regular time. Almost won the game in penalties. This was a great battle, but hats off to the Oregon Cup champion, United PDX.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's been an unbelievable game, and hats off, as you mentioned. Congratulations to United PDX, but it was a very well fought match. You got to give credit to Cascadia. They came out, had a 2-0 lead, and were unable to maintain that lead as Loke Boris scored in the extra time of the first half, and then Boris got the equalizer in the 86th minute, and then it went to PKs, and it came down to the wire. King could have won it, but then it hit the woodwork, and then,
essentially King did win it.
Yeah, King did win
with his play.
Yeah.
In net.
Yeah, he may have not won it with his PK, but he won it with his defensive heroics. As we're going to send it down downstairs to Dave Hall and company. So thank you for tuning in. We'll send it down to you, Dave.
And I'm sure we've got a proud papa down there ready to talk about the PK. You can see he's glowing. Look at that, folks.
Yeah. Well, we got the player of the game soon, but go ahead, Dave.
Way to go, Pops. All right, I'm going to take off.
Come back on? All right. Well, we're going to be having a post-game interview here pretty soon. As we can just talk about a recap real quick. And obviously, Davis, he's got to be the MVP, right, Ben?
Yeah, absolutely. He came and he changed. He just changed the energy. He was vocally present. He made the great saves on the back line. He got the job done, saving 3 penalties in a row.
Right.
And Brady McClellan with that brilliant assist in the first half to get his team back in it, and the game-winning penalty.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't expect any bias in the post-game report here.
Right.
Business as usual.
Yep, straight business. But yeah, no, that was an unbelievable match to watch. It really could have went either way. And at the end of the day, United PDX, they got their justice because they lost last year 3-2 against United, and just like that, now United PDX have cemented themselves and cemented their own legacy, and they got their first ever Oregon Open Cup. So shout out to them. Shout out to United PDX. There they are.
Handshakes to the officiating crew, and I think they did a nice job tonight.
I think they did.
They let a lot go, but they called it evenly both ways as far as letting some of the rough stuff happen on the field, and United figured it out, absorbed it, and they're walking away the champions. Look at that, posing.
Yep, posing.
A lot of smiling, happy faces and memories to last a lifetime.
Yep. Acting like he's drinking from it. It's pretty funny.
He
but yeah,
probably will be.
Yeah, probably will be.
In not too long.
Yeah.
Yeah, genuine smiles.
Yep. Pure joy as they lift that cup. Congratulations to United PDX for winning their first ever Oregon Open Cup in this year's 6th edition.
How about that?
Yeah, crazy game for sure. King came in clutch in the end, and it was McClellan that got the game-winning penalty, and they won it 4-3 on PKs.
And it looks like
and now we are going to send it down to Dave Hall and company for a post-game interview.
Bien joué, Luc Barrett, and he's going to get interviewed.
Yeah, it's none other than Luke Bars. All right.
Yeah.
We'll send it down to you, Dave.
Lloyd,
Got it.
All right, we're down here on the field. A big win for United PDX. 2-2 was our score at the end of the game. We went to penalty kicks, and United prevailed. The final score up on the board is 6-5. But that game, a couple of penalty kicks right off, good, and then we had a string of stops by the goalies. It was pretty amazing there near the end. We're here with Loic Boys, and Loic, huge win.
Yeah, definitely a huge win. Good to come back. The boys fought, never gave up, and I think it showed in the result and in the penalties. We were focused and buried them when we needed to.
Last year you lost this game 3-2. This is your second time, and come away with a win has to be a great feeling. I saw he came over right at the end of the game, grabbed the trophy, and headed back out on the field.
Yeah, we came up short in USL 2, so coming out here with something to win, I know it's different. It feels different. So there's having hardware gives players a different mentality, and yeah, that's at the end of the day. That's why I think we came out on top, more hunger, and yeah, good group. I wasn't part of the group last year that lost it, but yeah, way to bounce back, and yeah, good for the club, definitely.
Let's talk about a goal late at the end of the first half, in fact, in stoppage time, and a goal late here to tie that up. You guys were fighting all the way.
Yeah, we were, yeah. That's just reiterating what I was saying, like trophy on the line. Boys wanted it, and we didn't give up, and it showed. We were deep. Guys came on, made a difference, and yeah, that's how we got the win.
Let's talk about a couple of players. Let's talk about your goaltending tonight. It was outstanding. The first half was outstanding. Second half, didn't give up anything, and Davis was great in goal.
Yeah, it's really good to have trust back there, and with Davis and Ben. Ben got unlucky, let in a couple, but he was making saves. But yeah, Davis came clutch in the end, and yeah, secured that win for us. I think he's here right now joining us. Yeah.
You know, you might be the most vocal goalie I've ever seen.
Oh, sir, thank you very much. I try. I mean, they say the goalkeeper sees the whole field, so I mean, that's kind of why I'm there, is to talk through everyone when I can. So I appreciate that.
How about taking the fifth shot? What was that all about?
Oh man, I mean, confidence, but I guess I didn't step up with too much confidence or composure, I guess. Maybe confidence, but not composure. But I don't know. I wish I would have put that away and end it right there on the spot. But
you wanted to get that skill saving. I
needed a third save. I think I needed a third save. The two wasn't enough.
Yeah.
You're standing next to a proud dad, you know.
Yes, very proud. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Rightfully so, man. Yeah. He holds it down at United. His son holds it down at United. It's beautiful what we've done with the family base here at United.
How did it come to be that he had the last shot? Did you guys know ahead of time? Did you set up a rotation?
Well, technically I was last on shot. So because I missed, it goes back to the sudden boys talking through it. So that sixth shot.
Sudden death shot.
Yeah, it's sudden death. So, you know, whoever kind of says, all right, I'm ready to take that sixth shot, that's who steps up and takes it. Everyone else, 5, you know the name who takes it. So, yeah.
You're holding the trophy there.
Yes,
I don't know if you've looked at the bottom. It has the names of all the winners.
Yes, I saw that. I'm happy that we can put our name on there.
It's only been around that long? I thought it was older, no?
6 years for this format.
We'll get back on there,
I'm sure. We'll get back on there again. We'll come back and, you know, hold the trophy up again, hopefully.
What's in the future for you?
Hopefully a professional contract. That's what I'm working for. I think that's what a lot of these guys out here are working for, you know. They have passion to be out here on the field. They have passion, you know, and they show that at training, show that in the game. So, you know, hopefully I can find that right space for me and sign that professional contract for the next step.
Well, you're certainly a director out on the field.
Well, thank you, sir.
I heard you yelling at everybody.
Thank you very much.
The whole team did, yeah. We needed it.
Loic, how about you? What's in the
Same
future?
thing, just still chasing the dream, still young, so why not? But yeah, just keep going. No reason to stop. Yep.
Head down, keep pushing. You know, the one that doesn't give up is the one that will make it. So
cream rises to the top.
Exactly.
All right, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Go celebrate.
Right.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Yes, Davis. All right, Loic.
All right, I think what we're going to do, we're going to send it back upstairs so they can close. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to close down here. All right, we're going to do that. I want to get your final comments, Jeremy.
I just want to say it was exciting. Oregon Open Cup, my first one, and true to form, it was exciting. Rattled the bar at the end, and a great win for United.
Eric?
Yeah, I think you go back to that goal right before half, right? It changed the mentality. You know, if they don't get that goal, maybe going in halftime down 2, the mentality is like, hey, we're just going to finish out the half. But they got that spark. And you saw in the second half that they were a different team.
What surprised me about that was when we had talked at halftime, you want to come out and try to get that goal right away so you don't let things drag on. You get kind of discouraged or whatever. Things did drag on, and they didn't get discouraged. They scored late in the second.
Yeah, and the thing I mentioned also in the halftime episode there is that most goals are scored in the first 10 minutes or the last 10 minutes of the half. That tying goal happened in that last 10 minutes of the second half, you know. So that was key, and then give himself a chance.
This game was decided on penalty kicks. I don't know that I've seen that many saves by both goaltenders in penalty kicks at the end of a game. That was outstanding performances.
Yeah, it's an art. You know, it's an art. It's definitely one that they have to study, and that's what the goalkeepers are there for, to come up with big saves. So.
All right, we got some people we want to thank before we get out of here. Of course, we want to thank Oregon Episcopal Schools for the hospitality. What a great field to participate in. We want to thank both teams tonight, United PDX and Cascadia United, both head coaches tonight, Oscar Toro for Cascadia United, and of course Joe Locasio for United PDX. Everybody was so helpful and cooperative, giving us information. Want to thank all the fans who came today. It was really, and the fans really got into the game at the end. Want to thank all of our sponsors. Want to thank all our crew tonight who did an outstanding job.
Sure.
Our broadcasters up in the booth tonight who did such a great job for us doing the play-by-play, and the color, Jack MacArthur, who was doing the play-by-play tonight. And so, and of course, my co-hosts down here on the field, Jeremy, great job. Thanks for being with us. Eric, another great job. We look forward to another season, seeing you in the future.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate you guys.
I'm Dave Hall from Oregon Episcopal School. In the 6th Oregon Open Cup, we have a first-time winner who didn't make it last time, but in their second attempt made it, United PDX. Our final score was 2-2 at the end of regulation time. The final score on penalty kicks, 6-5 United PDX. Good night, everybody.